alright, they are still there. That is the good thing.
You should have told me before.
Sucks.
It would be rude of me to leave them until they wake up. I will do the waiting. Hopefully not for too much longness. I would hate for something to show up. Perhaps I should wake them up. Huh? No. Hello, good morning. I did not know you were going to be coming by, otherwise I would have tried to make something comfortable. I was much surprised.
I thought I was in the medical ward. I fell asleep in the medical ward.
That is strange. I will say, when I came back here, I was by myself. I was going a bit foraging, and then I come back from my searching, and I find not one, but two visitors. I was not expecting. Like I said, would have made somewhere more comfortable, a bit less out in open.
Sorry.
No,
I don't know how I got here.
No, you are quite alright. Honestly, it is nice to have the company. It gets lonely out there.
It's nice here.
I am happy you feel that way. It is a nice place. It can be a bit difficult at times, but it is... When you get used to it, it is alright.
No. Right? Maybe raised.
I have a bit of an idea of why they might have come to visit, since they had visited before. You, I am not so sure. If you would like, I can try to see if there is anything going on there, but... It kept them company. Nothing came up during the night, do not worry. I kept good watch. That said, there might be some people who don't know that you went over here, and they might be a little bit, worried if they thought you slept in one place and you are here. That said, next time if you...
I don't know how I got here.
Next time if you want to come here, at least when you... If you are aware that you want to come here, I will make proper accommodation. It will be much more comfortable than ground and tree. I am very good at that sort of thing. But anyways, let us go back to the Leefside. It is... when it is morning, things like to be a bit more active. Also have present for bluish green one. Nesla, I believe. They wanted plants. I've given them plants.
Know what that is.
One of the, I believe, I don't know exact. The one with tail. I'll know them when I see them. But yes.
Okay.
But yes,
So,
anytime I ever want to visit, just let me know. I will keep you company. This place is nice.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
it is.
Hmm. It is nice to have the company. I like this. But does that mean that they are going to stop coming by when the solution is found and I have to fully fix condition? Will they not want to visit? I wished I could stay. He's alright. It'll be there whenever you need it. Or whenever you want it.
Okay.
Just come find me,
Yeah,
and if it is
I'll
late
come
enough,
back.
I might be asleep, but I'm usually not too far, so if you go in anywhere in front, I will probably see you. I'll make sure you are alright. I just recommend
Okay.
not going too far in there because it gets a little bit, when it gets very dark, it's hard to.
Yeah.
That too. Very much that too. I'm going to have to help them get back.
Is that bad? Or
Are coming, yes?
yeah. We're just talking a bit.
Okay. As long as as long as you are coming back this way, I promised would, if people come visit, would help them get back to Leefside. Do not want to get in
I know the
trouble.
way. It's okay.
Okay. Is more the other part of the Vale that is a bit more insistent. I will trust their word. They are being good about this. Alright, let us go be finding the Nesla. Give them their present. I have not given a naming to these, but hopefully they are of liking. Is that of normalness for the town to have black smoke on the entrance? Oh, never mind, it is.
That's creeps. Creepy things.
Now I
happen
am of understanding. Hello.
Good morning, Miss Elisande.
I was confused. From distance, also, only black smoke was of concern.
Apologies. I prefer to travel more inconspicuously. I believe that's the word.
I am of understanding, yes. I hoped you have had a good starting to your morning?
Well, not too much as far as sleep goes, since the events of last night kept me rather busy.
Oh yes, the loud noises and the crashing inside of the hall. I am hoping
Yes.
that it is not still an active problem.
As of current, not too active, but the place is rather destroyed.
Oh dear. I wish I had way of knowing how to help make it better, but one who work with wood in that style, I am not.
Good morning, Alta.
Good morning.
Hello.
Hey, there's a cursed individual right now. You should. There we go.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
I feel like I am being slightly made fun of. Ah.
2 days ago.
Hello, I am back. I have had fruitful search. You wanted to have something fun
Are
from
you from
home?
the Vale?
Yes, they are. There is about I think 4 of them, or maybe 5. I did not count, but you said something interesting and pretty, and I believe that was only specification. So here you go. You can have fun with them. Do not.
I can have all of them?
If you would like. I suppose depends on if you like. If you find something that you like for them. I honestly am not sure.
If I take a bite, do you want me to give it back?
No, you can keep it.
Oh, okay.
You asked for something, and I wanted to bring something because that is the thing that helps make the friends. I think. Yes.
Nah, I don't know. I'm pretty new to it myself.
I am not sure what exactly. These ones are not ones I have seen very often. Never tried it myself, so if you end up
Ooh.
eating one, let me know what it does, so can give proper name.
Oh, alright.
Or you can name it yourself. Either way.
If I get something started early, it means I can dig out all of the problems earlier. So that
Hello
way we
again.
can get
I
your thing
believe this
moved
is
on.
the same one.
And for some reason, I feel like we'll be taking
Oh,
quite
I believe you are correct.
good
Ah.
morning.
Elisande, correct?
Yes, and
I do believe I've had the pleasure.
did you give me a name last time to call you by, or am
Sister Sonia,
am I forgetting?
acolyte.
At the time, I was merely just the rock, but you can refer to me as Chip or whatever you please. Chip will suffice for now.
Are you
Okay.
okay?
Chip will be what I will try to remember. Yes.
I had an extended communion with my lady.
To be frank, anything
I
that
see.
you wish to call me as is totally sufficient, as long as I know
Interesting.
you are
If you
addressing
don't
me.
mind, I'd like to learn about your practice.
Well,
Your lady
I wish
and
to
how
be
you
of
offer-
respectfulness. That is why I ask.
I would be most graciously
Well,
happy to
I
do so.
greatly appreciate it,
That is my
and
purpose.
do not worry, you
I'm
will
not
not offend me.
Oh, I see.
At some point, I do
missionary
need
from
to
where?
have the speaking with you regarding details that you recall of
I see.
the past experience.
Of
Try to see if I can help
And
narrow
I
down
suppose that means there's a
nature
branch
of
of this
the
church there.
magic you were talking about before, because
That is where I
was very complex figure out, was not immediately
Come, let's walk and talk a bit.
easy to was not easy to narrow down. Feel like need more specific way to analyze. So story may help.
Of course. I'm willing to help out in any facet that you deem necessary. So just let me know when that time comes.
I am doing morning rounds, but then may be coming back to have the talking
also take care of the expenses,
He's
obviously.
may not have the. I do not seem
Know
to
where to
see
find me.
other individual around who I needed to see, which was Mr. Tom.
I'll make sure to hit up the forge, and if you see me there, I'll try to get things at least started.
I don't believe I've
Get a
seen
compatibility
such an
check.
individual
Does this
yet.
fit on your arm? Does this go around
Otherwise, I
here?
would let you know.
Yes, the small golden color dog that everyone keeps calling Bread. That is Tom.
The small dog, yes.
Yes, I need
I'll
to
let
help.
you know if I see him.
I need to help them with their problems so that they are less dog and less resembling of bread, so people stop trying to do the eating. It is not good for them.
Of course. That probably isn't helpful.
See, this rock is still here.
Just walked around.
How are you
Yes,
doing?
they do not have the legs. They are not able to do much of walking.
Yeah.
I'm quite stationary in my current state.
How did you get here in the first place?
By means of Mother
Someone bring you
Nature
here?
and the forces that abide by our world. Stone centers and natural disasters and landslides brought me to the edge of this town, and only recently the winds blew strong enough to push me into your walls.
I see.
Busy with other work out of town.
I also did, I believe, remember seeing people pushing them around at some point, so it is possible.
That as well.
Yes. They got a bit of external assistance from people and their
If
arms.
you'd like to teach me more about your religion, you can leave a note to the guild masters.
Yes.
I hope you can find someone to help
Get under the
you.
door and I'll get to it when I can.
Apologies, I was under the assumption that they were supposed to, in regards to ordering for you. Thank you.
I should be figuring out a way to get myself the coins. I have not really thought about that very much.
May I help you?
I did not really think about that.
Apricot strudel.
I'll do that.
Of course. Would you care for a beverage?
I'll be okay.
Understood.
The election should be happening today. People should be making their campaign speeches, those who are available to do so, and then everyone should be filling out their ballots for their votes.
I need to get more of the conversation out with but he hasn't called me yet for doing such a thing, but he had me go over some papers yesterday. I think it was the Charter of Leefside government. It's big stuff.
Of course.
It is sounding very much complicated, yes.
Oh, indeed. There's many rules to consider and factors of government. It's a small town, even.
Well, don't forget that you can be proactive. If he hasn't approached you, perhaps he forgot. In that case, you should go remind him.
Oh no, I delivered the papers this morning. I'm in more of a... I don't know. You know Leefside. Actually, maybe you don't. It's sort of sleepy. In the morning.
Oh, trust me, I'm
Takes
aware.
a while for things to get... Actually, indeed. The guild holds a mess as well, so...
Yes, I imagine that is not very helpful for that regard.
It would have to be.
No, it is not. I believe over the next few weeks we'll be having renovations prepared.
Indeed. Do you know, sir, do you know the state of the future of the guild hall itself? I don't know if those lion heads and banners are coming off of it, but I've heard What are you?
There's ideas in the works, but all of this needs to be finalized with the town guard, so I couldn't say anything official yet. However, unofficially, it likely will become town hall.
Would you think I'd still be allowed to have a room in it?
I don't see why not.
You could become caretaker of the hall instead of just necessarily related to guild.
The mayor does need a secretary after all, and it would be up your alley with your skill set.
Yes, the plan is you have to get the right one to win. In fact, I heard Gubby running about today. I have to go and find him.
Ah, yes. Well, good luck, Mr. Fabian.
Thank you,
Have a
sir.
wonderful day.
Is there anything I can help you with?
Today, not really. I'm just gathering information. Getting a feel for the town. Especially after last night's events.
Lady Amaris of the Wardens Guild, I believe she's still in it. She has a camp outside, you might know it. She's interested in putting a contract together. You might be able to conversate with her and I open some details she might have to prepare for. I was thinking last night, if you'd be willing, I think she'd find it a great help for a future contract we might be touching on.
Yes,
I don't see why not.
I do
could
not
talk to her
recall
about this.
seeing this Maris coming into the town yet. So I believe they are still out.
No, sometimes she spends her days at that camp, so if you get the time, I mean, she would, but it's something I was considering.
We'll see.
Oh, I did not realize you were so adept at earth magic. That was very impressive.
I actually don't know any magic at all.
Even more mysterious.
I know that's a lie. I know some basic alchemy components and specs.
It is valid.
Right, I don't know. Right, okay, sorry to keep you.
Excuse me, the two of you.
Yes. Actually, I am having a question, actually. What are the sort of things that one are able to do to get the coins here? I've become aware that I do not carry those because there is no need for those inside of the Vale. But since I've been staying... Yes.
Can you read the common language?
It's been a while since had anything in front of, but I seem to remember how to read. Not sure why.
If you come with me, they're over here at the posters.
Okay.
Let's see. We had, in the past, we had contracts. We had things for, it's a bit into the grass, isn't it? I guess it's no problem for you.
I am very comfortable being on there. In fact, it is not some sort of bad thing. I know it is. A lot of me is plant, but it is okay. Do not be of worry.
I believe there's a contract on there, the basic open contract for wolf hunting. You know, providing the teeth of wolves. I think it gets you some coin. Other than that, if you can't find the paper up here for it, other than that, I'd ask the guards just to make sure, as a heads up. The guards here might have something for you to do. The tavern does enjoy volunteer work. They might even pay you if you say that's what you're more interested in. That's just to bring food to people and prepare it. And the blacksmiths as well is I think you could volunteer there. They teach you how to crush metal into proper shapes for different
that building.
purposes.
If that building is the blacksmith, that one is a bit warm. I feel like I'd difficult in be inside of there.
Oh, actually, you might find it easier to register different plants with more mana production in inside of their
He's okay. Take
or
your time.
make with your flowers or what your plants that they use down at the alchemy station. That is, it's a common thing for them to harvest such roots and powders and mix them together to make potions with different desired effects. And I think it has instructions on the books in there as well. So you could probably volunteer or just sell your own made potions to people.
I've not done a whole lot of the making of them myself, but if they are needing the contribution of the mana, I do have a fair bit of that, I believe. I do not know exactly quantify, but would say is about a higher amount than average.
I'd find an alchemist, one that runs a shop here, and talk to them about maybe producing.
One of them is
for him,
I believe the name was Vale. Vale. Are they one of the?
I don't know them all by heart.
I think I saw them wearing the bottles that looked like potions on them. Let us see. Is that recruitment for God? Okay, no, that is the talking of Justin wanting to be God Captain.
Oh, indeed.
Let's see. Is there anybody in here right now? It does not appear to be, no. But you said there were the books.
There are books. Yes, there are books. A lot of research on here about different kinds of varnishes.
Do you think that there would be do you think there would be particular desire for possibility of plants or material from within Vale? I did give some to somebody today that was looking for something new, unique.
I think that's actually you could probably charge a fair amount for that because you know what, to really officiate how much that would cost for you to retrieve objects or plants from the Vale that mortals couldn't normally attain, I think that Amara should be a good source because she knows about survival there, and her rate of bounty to do such a thing would probably be a good baseline to establish.
I will do the asking of them then. As I feel like at some point we'll probably need to find a way to get means of giving coin to people in exchange for things.
Indeed. Right, well, just being a guide to the Vale alone, I think that could run you a fair bit of coin on its own. And you knowing it like, your home.
Yes, that is
a decent proposal.
Well, I will do the asking of Amaris if I see them. See what they think of matter. But thank you for idea. Is very helping.
Indeed. No think nothing of it. It's just, you know.
Yes. Do be careful that you don't want to fall over like before.
I'll keep an eye out.
There is a good likelihood that one of the things that she can help out with in some degree is stuff like that again. And I mean, it makes sense. I just was avoiding it at first. It's okay. Potions are fun. I enjoy potions. Especially here because, you know, they're not hamstrung. Hello.
Morning.
Good morning. Let me be of seeing. If I were... Oh, there is one of them.
Did I come in on the crab shop? Why is there so many crabs?
Hello again. Oh,
Oh,
you have one of the
hello.
crabs. Why does everybody
Hello.
carry the crabs around?
I don't
I don't know.
know.
I saw like 3 people who have crab.
I
Don't know
see.
why.
Have any of you three seen the Amaris up and about? Are they awake from
No, I don't.
their...
I-
Okay.
I don't believe so. I know this is their camp, but I don't know if I haven't checked in the tent yet.
Hmm.
I'm not going to. I guess.
That would be rude. I would not want to disrupt them if they are
Mhm.
doing the sleeping. But
Yes.
wanted to talk to them about possible thing. Excuse me, I see somebody going in there and I need to make sure they come out.
I see.
Oh.
What are they doing? Okay, you are coming back up. That is good.
Oh.
I thought you were. I thought you were going to go
wasn't
too
going
far
anywhere.
in there, and then people keep finding. I've been having many visitors lately. It is strangeness, because people say they are scared of place, yet people keep coming by.
Yeah, and just the one time was enough.
Yes, please. Although, yes, that would be goodness.
Noted.
Licorice root and other medical roots can show you.
I don't really know. So yeah, if you can show me.
They are good. They were just checking on it, apparently, is what they said.
I see. Oh, that's good.
Speaking of, actually, was talking to Fabian, butler person, about find way to help out in town, find way to get the coins. They suggested possibility of either helping out in the alchemy shop or possibly being able to be liaison to getting material from Vale. Do you know if there would be things that could be acquired there to bring back that would be of helpfulness? Has been
Well, we don't really.
has been a while since
We're not really knowledgeable about like what's in there exactly, but we have been thinking about like kind of experimenting.
Would you
Yeah.
So would
So-
it be of helpfulness if I were to try to collect various things to bring back and we can figure out what they do?
Yeah, it would. That'd be great.
Okay, then I will, cause I had brought over a thing because was requested by Nesla. But if there is more that are interested in other things, some know about, some not sure, but would be happy to see if they are good things, and if are not good things, see if there are a way to make them good, and then figure out they do.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
am
It'll be a long test day.
I am of liking this.
Mm-hmm.
Although I am not really experienced with the making of the potions myself, so that part I would probably need to watch how other do, so can see if the way is help. They said part of the process was infusing plant with mana, I think, or maybe I misheard, but I do have
Yes.
lots mana, so I can at least help with that part, I believe.
Yeah, that would be helpful.
Yes.
Yeah, if we can, I guess we can show you a couple of things about making the potions. Though it'll be a bit of a learning process
Morning
for
to you
us,
Good morning to you, Vincent.
since we haven't actually used these types of plants before. But it shouldn't be too hard, I think.
Okay, I am of okayness with this. I would be happy try find way help.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that'd be great. I can. I think the apothecary has like some gold in like stashed away that like we could potentially give you. I'm not sure how much
Well, part of
you required
well,
for this sort of thing.
Well, part of why I need to talk Amaris was ask them how much they they would point to them about finding out how much they usually go for being guide to Vale. So it would be kind of probably similar thing, maybe a little bit less since I am not needing to keep watch over other person at the same time unless they want to come with, but that is on their own choice, not mine.
Oh.
If they want to, it's just I cannot be certain if they would not feel it for a while afterwards, but can at least help them get back out. Also, hello.
Understood.
Seen your large lizard friend? Morning.
She went that way, but I don't know where else.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
But okay. I will be keeping this in the mind. If there is anything that you have in mind that would be good to try to potentially look for, if there are things you think could be there, I can try to specific look for it.
Mm-hmm.
I have a few ideas. Flowers, different types of roots, mushrooms, and if there's fruit, that'll be interesting as well.
I will see what I am able to be of finding then. I do not know if I will get to any searching until probably closer to the evenings. Is easier move around there in dark because things that are out there do not see very well when they are dark. It's helpful.
Oh.
Yes, the things out there are not very nice. Although I feel like that is probably a known. They are not very
makes
nice.
sense.
Yeah.
But
And you really got lucky when you wandered through there. You didn't like want to do an Ursa quad or something.
Oh, there was things. I ran. It was fucking
yes.
scary. But
Yes,
I ran.
the Ursaquads are my least favorite. They are very persistent. They like to follow you for many days.
I had to like ditch them in a ditch. I had to stay there, and they finally left me alone.
They're kind of cute when they're like a little baby, like this size. But I wouldn't recommend having them around too long because then
They
the mom is
grow
gonna come
from
around.
something. I thought they just looked monstrous.
No, they're like I think like they start out like this size.
Like they are small and then they get bigger, like very bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Like taller
Like-
than
Yeah, I just saw big.
like maybe taller than
Like
if
taller
you
than a
were
tree.
taking yourself and standing on top of them. That tall.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just saw a big one. That was just that experience never again.
They are all
I
big.
ran away from tigers.
Most very big. Yes, not very nice. Do not recommend trying to make friend of them. They are not they are not for friend.
No.
They also don't like
Yeah,
it when you
makes
hit
sense.
them with things.
Yeah. I made
Why
that
are there so
mistake.
many people coming out of the Vale today? I thought I had. My goodness. I go check, make sure they are okay.
No worries.
Are you two okay? You are coming out of the place that I thought people were afraid of.
I'm not afraid of the Vale. I have a tent in there.
She's crazy.
You also
You're
live
not
out.
allowed to call me that.
You also live out there too. Guess I have not run into
only when I
tent.
want to get out of town.
Understandable, as long as this is not something that affects you badly, because, well, so I've been finding many people wandering in there as of late and been trying to help them be able to wander back out.
We don't go far. We avoid all of the effluvium anyway.
Yes, it is of recommended. But okay. Wanted to make sure and check because I've been seeing people and they have been in varying states of good or bad. You probably understand what I mean by that.
Indeed.
Oh dear, that one has consumed the glass. Oh dear, that is probably not good.
I've been here for some time, but recently came back.
A few weeks ago, I departed for Yorn.
After work.
Please be of the carefulness, one of the dust bunnies has eaten the glass.
There was two.
Yeah, no, one of them tried. Yeah, one of them ate some of the remains up in the Inventors Guild. So do be careful about that. Don't stress them out or something. Treat them with respect. But if they know you, do shoo them away. And if they should poof, hold your breath and close your eyes.
Yes, I am remembering of it because of the other ones that have gone poof.
I mean, you can try to taste them, but it's all up to you. You're probably going to stress them out. Worst case scenario, they're poofing you. Yeah, I mean, that depends on what they eat. So basically, they adopt the nature of whatever they're consuming. In this case, they ate glass, so they became glass. Some of them ate cinnamon from the cafe, and they became cinnamon. So what happens is basically, don't be near when they poof while they're in that glass state, for obvious reasons. Because then, when they poof, they turn into the material that they ate. You could probably put one and one together what that means if they eat glass. Feel free, you can return the shovel. You're good, lad. Are you stupid?
What? You said put one and one together. If they're next to each other, it's 11.
Right, okay. Regardless of that, they turn in the glass. I mean, have you just picked these mushrooms or what they're about?
They're nice and found specifically to eat.
Oh, I mean, we can go to the cafe and eat them. Oh, wrong one. That was good for me. All good. But still, can I get you to anything specific before I'm gonna do my thing?
I am of goodness. Do not worry.
I would say
Very well.
the cafe closed. I was looking for somewhere to get a sweet because Leilani is hungry and there's no apples nearby.
Right. I mean, you can look in the cafe. There's also other options.
There's a lot
the
of
cafe
those
is
running
closed.
around.
Huh. There's also that. I mean, I've heard people apparently, I heard someone try to eat a raccoon or something. I mean, pest control, don't really mind that problem.
Because it works.
I have only ever seen them around with the apples, so I think that is their favorite.
Well, let's stick
It doesn't mean it's still be available.
There's also an option.
There you go.
Also, lad.
Yeah.
I got your armor ready whenever you're ready for pickup when it comes to that.
Sure. I guess I can try to see how it works while I'm on patrol. See if everything moves as it should. But I'm pretty sure it
I mean, you can do it if you want to jump into the armor. You can also do that. That's up to you. You want me to carry it over to the guardhouse?
No, I can get it wherever you want me to come pick it up from.
All good. We can just get in the forge real quick, and then we're gonna make ourselves over to the cafe and try these mushrooms.
I am now of interest to see how that turns out.
Let's see. Right. So, full equipment. Right. There you go. Hop in the sack. There you go. Enjoy yourself. Careful, heavy. I know I'm nervous, but easy. There you go.
Then we can check out the waterfall. Does that work for you? I appreciate it, thank you. Astrid, your questions. Do you wish to ask me here, or
Isn't it gonna bite you or
are
something?
they more
Whatever crabs
nature?
do.
They do the pinching.
I'm quite immobile, and I
They
can't
grab
stay
with
too
the claw
hefty
and they
either.
go
Carry
pinch.
me yourself or find someone who could.
Yeah, that.
Yes, and then they
Um.
and then I keep
Chloe! I see. We can.
I like animals of all kinds, but
people.
careful! It's gonna pinch me. It's gonna go or something.
Do they?
I would need someone to move me.
Yes. They can't move on their own, by the way. They.
Fucking. How heavy are you? How heavy?
I'm a boulder.
Told me to hold on to it,
Yeah.
and then I gave it to Siri because
Well,
my
I
hands
can't
kind
fucking.
of got
Whatever, we'll stay here then, because I can't be asked picking you up.
I know Bing can
I'm
carry
not.
me.
So. I
I
don't.
don't know where he is.
To be honest with you,
Bing is
He's
over
right
there.
over there. Look, listen. Look.
Go ask him to carry me.
I am.
something later.
I am 50. I don't need to be picking you up. You'll break my back.
Like eating or something?
No, thank you.
Alright then. Don't pick me up then.
Do that.
Okay. Well,
Give it to me.
I need to talk to you about the egg.
Actually, I think I just forged a bit
Bing
of
informed me
evidence.
that you. The egg. The one that everybody's,
I'm gonna hold it like a
Yes.
burger.
Or should I say,
I think that's good, right?
the composer that was last.
Pretty
No.
easy to find. Thank you.
How do I put it?
It's kind of cute, actually.
Mm-hmm.
That whole
Would you
subject.
like to know? Our conversation was quite
What do you
brief
know? What do you know about
yesterday.
the?
Not much more I could tell.
Well, but
What do you know about the composer or
so
the?
what do we do with it? We can't
The
like
man.
let anyone eat it. It's
The stories
I know he's from
that were
Yorn.
told in my town of
Right,
Yorn
right,
was
right.
that she had some trouble with the courts and originally slept with someone.
You wanna release it? Set it free?
And he was executed. Most of his works, if not all of them, were burned.
Didn't you want to show it
That's all I
the
know.
waterfall first?
Why? There's more.
It was essentially shunned in the area of Yorn. It was back when I was still around. Perhaps the stories
Sorry,
have
do you know
changed
how
since
many
then.
years this was?
So you want to show it the waterfall
It's
and
been
then
at
get
least
rid of
a
it?
century.
Already showed waterfall.
Oh, okay. So it already saw the water. Did
something's
it
on-
like it? Did it do any crab
The
noises or
timeline's not
whatever
making
they
sense. Then I'm so confused.
Set still.
Hmm.
Not sure.
The book stated he was found dead in his
do?
mansion.
Okay, maybe it was a little confused.
I should clarify that
I don't
these
know.
stories I did hear approximately
I don't know.
70 years ago.
Honestly, I didn't even
I'm
understand where
saying
it
that
came
I've
from,
been
but
a
it's
student for
here
at least
now,
a
so I guess
century.
we're gonna
I
keep
didn't
it.
clarify that. Apologies.
We're gonna
But the
leave it
stories
in.
were from around 70 years ago.
But keep it alive. No! What a... No, you
I see.
can, no!
Right.
You're not gonna cook
Okay.
it. Look at it, it's alive, it's cute. How could you ever cook it?
Okay.
See, that is...
Guess I'm just gonna have to look more into it. Thank you for your information. This might help.
Of course, sorry that I couldn't elaborate further.
Well, that's why you
That's
shouldn't
all
cook
I
it.
know, and it's been such a long time since I've heard them myself, so a lot of details to slip the mind in the
Well, if it
meantime.
pinches me, we still shouldn't cook it. Maybe if it pinches, it's because I
appreciate
made it angry, right?
Thank you.
Right?
No problem.
Seems you're being brought up to speed of the other fun mysteries going on in the town right now.
Well, I heard there was an explosion yesterday that kind of...
Isn't there like a fish guy around here somewhere? He must know
Yes,
about crabs.
I heard from afar the loud clattering and the clanging and the not good noises inside of the guild hall. Apparently, it's a bit of a mess in there right now. They were.
It seemed that the city guard
he
was
must
in
know.
quite
He
a
has got, like, a
scramble at the
fish
time
tank,
of the
right? Maybe he can
explosion,
speak
so
to
I could only imagine that it's quite a mess.
Yes, that is that would be that would be an accurate statement. Yes.
Yeah. It's alive.
Is everyone alright? Was anyone injured and hurt the bottle?
From the sounds of it, there were lots of injuries, but to my knowledge, nobody is dead, so that is good.
Let me approach him.
They will have arts of crabs.
Hello.
They will lead me into
It's me. I already forgot your name, but
give you
I want to ask you about something here.
I suppose at this point. No. Am I aware of what?
I want to ask something about
I was just curious of what time of day it was and what the weather is.
It is sometime in the morning. It light amount of clouds, but not is generally rather nice. Is starting to get a little bit of the breezy, I believe. I think it is
where money is.
getting later into summer, so it's starting to turn to fall.
Coffee and bread.
So you do know. That's important, I guess.
They were going towards
An interesting time of year, that's for sure. Definitely starting to get colder then.
Why would they?
No one can catch it anymore.
Soon at least.
Okay.
I see. But yes, when you were talking to Miss Astrid, you said you had been in this form for a full century?
That's what it feels like. Give or take a few years, but it's been at least a century, I guess. Could have been more.
Do you remember what you were before being stoned?
I'll think about it then. Thank you. So what do they eat?
I am fairly confident that I was human in nature.
They tend to eat whatever they can find in the shallows.
I see.
Medical man. You see, head injury. He has no armor on. He's covered in.
And in that time, you did lots of travel, or at least travel, however, are able to as stone. Do you remember where you were when this started? Like, what part of world were you? If you remember, at least
in the continent of
region. You were still in Erin.
south of the Jade Valley, I believe. That was the last environment that I recall.
I see. South of Jade Valley.
It was awfully mountainous in the area that I was. Quite a lot of foothills, and I could see the mountains in the distance.
I see. I'm just trying to figure out the general area, since if it was that long ago, I'll try to figure out if there were notable being and around that time that could help narrow down the type of caster. If there were one who had been was either deceased or gone, might find way to attain knowledge of their work to understand how was done to basically have to go about the process in reverse in order to break. Can take some shortcuts, but some things need more knowledge of the original, and unfortunately transmutation into rock is not specifics enough at time. I am.
Oh, I see. Thought you were gonna actually activate your fire. Alright.
I'm trying to think what sort of details could help narrow it down. I mean, the most obvious one that could go with, which I am of doubting that it is available, but might as well ask. Did you know the name of the one who did this? Or at least something identifying?
Not to my knowledge, at least.
Like, were they somebody well known or otherwise known to people in the area? Were they secretive person?
Yeah, it's hard to say, especially since I am not from Erin originally. I would not know this individual. And they were old and decrepit and
Unless you're very lucky,
angry.
so don't worry about it.
And if I'll stay long in some town.
Fair.
Well, but Tom understands human emotion, and he's a dog.
That said, south of Jade Valley is still still something of note to be able to work with. See if there is I have a time frame and I have a general location. I'm going to go see something. Hopefully hopefully Guildhall Library is not completely trashed. Maybe can look and see if there is history documents from that time frame and region. Could look into.
That might be beneficial.
I will do. I will start. I will be starting with that then, and well, is an idea. If not, then we'll have to get more creative.
Of course.
Let's see it. Alright.
Don't worry about it. No. We're doing something stupid, and it requires people not being here. All right, come on.
Why are you doing stupid things?
Would you like to imbue your mana into this rune?
Into this rune? What kind of rune is it?
I recommend it. Do you read runic, or are you educated in the into the runic arts of any kind? And if you are, this one's a very hard read. This seems to be in a very certain, very particular style.
It is. Is a bit of an uncertainty, a bit of it from the practice of knowing how to do mana scanning for both arcane and runic styles, so probably more complicated. I'm assuming it's like a very complex one, yes.
Everything that's going on,
It's very complex. Would you like to?
I'm going to
just place it on your chest and do your magic into it. I used it.
It's all good.
And
I think only
used
I
it.
can tell the difference, really.
Don't tell them the result.
You know what? I like to do what they call fuck around, find out. This sounds like fun. I assume you would not do something that would actually kill me, so.
Oh, kill no, but something far worse. Either way, did you do it?
Yes.
No, you're okay.
Alright, so I have rolled a 10, has a reasonably desirable effect. You can reduce your height by 30%.
I also rolled a 10 for just understanding it. That's funny.
Okay. Yeah, so you can reduce your... So between... he had to reduce his height by 20% because I rolled super low of my desired effect, and my desired effect was to halve your height. So you're within, like... You're either 50% short, or 30% shorter, or 25% shorter. It's up to you. Also, the effect is also entirely up to you. You can have it fizzle out now, or you can have it fizzle out way later.
We'll go with this.
Is this actually open? Because the signs are closed right now.
You look tall. What happened?
I do look tall.
Oh,
I'll
now
take that rune back if you don't mind.
Now I don't feel so short.
Oh!
How'd you get down there?
Ah, that is a very cleverness. Hopefully it can still reach the shelves on the bookshelves. By the way, do you know if the bookshelves in the library have been all messed up, or did they stay out of the library?
They stayed out of the library, from my understanding.
Okay, good. I have needing to go in there and looking into books. And now
She's so smart. Look at her.
I might be small, but I still have big stick and I can hit you with it.
Okay, well I ask you to refrain.
Okay, well I will poke you with it.
His injuries seem to be still
Appreciate it.
hampering him
Who
quite
else
a
can
bit.
restrain?
I mean, that's pretty fair.
I have been bamboozled. I have been fooled.
Still learning everyone's name.
My breakfast spawn is broken, so it's a sandwich. But it is what you asked for.
Now I am a feeling small.
Walk over and start aggressively questioning me and kind of making my morning.
But this is actually kind of fun. I now feel like the smallness. And yet I can't actually tell until I'm up close to somebody, and then I'm like, oh, I am actually very small. Is big mess in here. My goodness. Actually, I can use this map. Let's see. They said. Okay, it was south of Jade Valley, which means they were likely somewhere in Drakaya Empire. Oh, that is That might actually be good. That might actually be good. Means likely more information can use that.
Oh.
Hello, I have been. They made.
Hello.
They made me small because of Rune. I do not know how long will last, but I am now small, Elisande. Hello.
Hello. Well, small Elisande. Oh, yeah, fucking conniption. Have you seen Big Ogre?
No. Last saw was coming out of cafe and then went off to left after that from doorway. So they went somewhere towards that part of town. Last I saw was about 10 minutes ago.
Alright, understood. Thank you very
Also
much.
have been seeing lots of posters about you and wanting become guard captain. I hope it got well for you.
I'm not really gonna. I'm gonna go on a journey, so I think I'm gonna step down from that.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope you will enjoy the journey, whatever it is of going to. I am.
No, I will.
Going to now figure out. Oh no, I am now shorter than most of these shelves. This is going to be very difficult.
Yeah.
Oh wait, there's ladder.
I'll send someone if I spot anyone.
Oh, okay. We will go ahead and see what we are able to find. I will have to make use of the ladder. Ladder is very... I do not like being this short anymore. This is very annoying. How do I... I am sadness. I cannot believe they have done this. At least I can check the lower level ones, and hopefully the rune wears off quickish. This will be of helpfulness. Let's see. No, which part of this is the looking for cuisine things that are history type for the Rakaya Empire probably is best first place look. That general region. I can at least read the titles. The titles are of richness to me. Hello.
Why are you small?
Man with runes said put mana into it, and then I suddenly felt small. I feel like I had been bamboozled.
You got scammed.
I know, right? They told me it would be fun.
As tall as the book.
I was told it would be fun. Felt fun for a moment, but now realizing I'm shorter than shelves and it's very difficult to look at the books.
Well, now you know not to take weird random things from random strangers.
They seemed like...
Was it by Otto by any chance?
Yes.
I'm killing him.
Okay, have fun killing him. Goodbye.
Hello.
Oh, God. Hi. So, ignore the fact that I'm short. Otto's a bitch.
I was...
Anyways.
Okay, I wasn't sure if that was the glitch that makes people short or not, but okay.
No, that was Otto being a troll.
Okay, as long as that's... Gotcha.
So...
Okay, so what are you...
I am here looking for, so this might be a bit of a esoteric ask, especially... I don't know if there'll be anything I can find immediately, but, she's trying to find any, like, particular, like, historical books about, like, basically areas around the Drakaya Empire, but, like, maybe a bit north into the Jade Valley, dated around 100 years or so ago, trying to see if there's anything about, like, I guess, potentially infamous casters that may have been known to like basically put curses on people. Are you aware of anything about the boulder chip? She's trying to look into seeing if there's a way to identify
stuff. Let me check.
Yeah, basically, she's trying to figure out if there's a way to try to identify anybody specific from that time period who could have done that to try to better understand what the magic is to try to fix it for them.
Okay, hold on a minute.
Okay. I'm holding. I'll do the holding dance. And while you do that, I'm going to roll and see if the rune wears off. It does. I can become dull again. Freedom. Okay, let us keep looking. It is... Now I can actually see the upper shelf. That is good. I should see if I can get a GIF emote of the Lethal Company dance. That'd be funny. Let us see, let us see. No. That is not Kaya. Oh, hello. Are you looking for something too?
Yeah, I think so.
Anything specific? I'm trying to find something else, but if I see it, I can try to give it to you.
No. No, I've got the book. I just...
What kind of book is it?
I need answers. So you can see in front of him is this, like, ratty old book. It looks kind of... It's bound with a curious leather.
Is it the book?
It's the book.
Okay, she knows what it is. Never mind. Oh,
Okay.
oh, I see. It's that. It is that one.
Yeah,
Does that book do anything when you open it, like egg?
No, it's just...
Okay, that is of
It's
goodness.
just the ramblings of a madman.
Okay, that is good because I hear more things about egg constantly, and it is becoming less pleasant by the day.
Yes, it is.
I mean, if you are looking and it is not, if the book is not going to do the hurting, I am curious what they say in there. Seeing as I'm trying to help fix it with you, although from different side, I am not wanting to get involved in the being attached to the egg part. That sounds not like the good thing.
No, it's not. It might be good. Ah, shit. It was me and Gobby. We heard it normally, but Moni, she'd only heard it the one time, and she didn't hear the full thing. And Talia, she hadn't heard it ever.
Are they affected by it? Because I remember you said something about you can see who is. How exactly does that work, by the way? Like, how are you seeing that they are bothered by ache?
It's like there's a shimmer around them. I don't know if you've seen the dancer in the egg, but when you open it up, it's like there's a strangeness about her. She's surrounded by some kind of film.
I have been described to by many, well, I say many, but few who have seen it. Have not seen for myself. Am somewhat unsure if it's a good thing or not, given desires try to understand how effect work to try to undo it fully, so don't have to use the intermediary measure of the thing that was less liked. Although they seem to be doing alright for themselves, so I think it is.
That's good. Yeah,
although they
seemed like she was in good spirits.
Yes, although because want to be open with it, did come back after doing searching last night for something else, and they had come and curled up by tree in there and did not seem like they wanted to wake up, so I had to keep watch over them, make sure nothing came to go get them.
Yeah.
They did not seem to remember going out there, so I will have to keep eye out for if they are coming by regularly.
Right. It might have just... She didn't notice it because of sleep deprivation, or maybe she was sleepwalking.
I am not sure. I did not see them arrive. All I know is that they were there, and someone else was there with them. They also did not know what they were doing, but I don't know who they are.
Was it... Did they have like an owl mask?
No,
They got a rifle on their back.
I know Amaris was not Amaris. It was one that had like kind of also dual tone hair color. What was that name? I think at times they had like little floating thing by them. Or I'm not sure if I see that or not.
Hi.
I am
Hey.
uncertain who they were. I can point them out if I see them.
Right. So I'm scouring through this book, the Myers book, to see if there's any mention of the elf. That, like, because he mentioned you can't use elf hair. I want to see if there's any mention of why you can't use elf hair, or mention of that elf, and if they were alive at the time that this book was written.
Okay. One.
And if for whatever reason she's kind of just looking over the shoulder because she's interested in the contents of this now, because stupid egg.
Okay, well, I'll be right back.
Sure.
She has to go kill some people because they're fucking around and finding out. On the chill session.
Of course. Of course. What else are you gonna do? You can never control players. They're chaos.
They put a question mark at the end of social. They're trying to fuck around.
Oh dear.
But that is good to know that this book came back, because I remember there were some people saying that they had basically caused this book to turn into dust, and then it like caused a bunch of other chain reactions. Did they tell you about that, by the way?
Yeah, I heard about it. I was in here at the time.
Did the book show up here after that happened, or where did it come back to?
It appeared in the bookshelf over there where it always is.
Okay, the thing that
I heard a book fall.
The dust that was left behind, that they couldn't see at first, it was covering them like pretty much those who were in nearby, but those who were trying to use their magic afterwards was very difficult, and also extra weakened, like was more drained than usual. Like the dust of book leaving behind, almost like if coated by this dust, things cannot absorb mana properly. That was the idea that was being proposed by blue one, Vincent.
Vincent.
But was after they tried
similar
to
to the egg.
Well, I thought the egg was absorbing things. Like when I was trying to do what I did for what I was trying to do for Snowbell, the reason I needed her to put down the egg was it was absorbing what I was trying to cast. But was only because of proximity. Once it was separated, was able to finish properly, like you saw. The book, however, is like feels like it's more like, well, at least the dust left behind by book destruction seemed to be like shield between mana going into something. If it gets hit by the dust, it gets dispersed, is I think the idea being proposed. At one point, Vincent wanted to try to collect dust of the book to put onto the egg to see if it can't absorb mana and then go disappear like it usually does. But I think he wasn't able to find any. And I don't know if they had...
Right.
I am not saying that they should probably destroy the book right now, but if it does happen, might be possible idea to collect whatever can and try to keep some for the testing to see if it help with the overall problem of not being able to study it because Egg keeps deciding to leave when it's least convenient.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, as you've been perusing through the Myers book here while you've been chatting, you haven't seen anything necessarily about an elf or elf hair. But you do see in the diary entries of Bernard that Bernard talked about being locked away for thousands of years. On the first reading of this, it just...
Oh, he was human. Right,
it just appears to be that Bernard and Myers, Bernard was a figment of Myers' imagination. And so the original reading of the locked away for 1,000 years seemed metaphorical to you, given the nature of the book, as it were. But the things that Bernard is writing seem eerily similar to what Talia was saying.
Right. Now, is there, I know Myers is a human. Is there any mention that Bernard is an elf?
No.
I know that... Okay.
Out of curiosity, the passage about they feel like being locked away for, was it 1,000 or thousands? Did you say plural or just one?
Thousands.
Would that ring any bell to that feeling that you told me she was feeling when she was casting on Snowbell, shifting the focus of their obsession?
Yes. Same feeling.
Okay. Good to know. Did she,
as you were looking through this
anything?
Myers book,
okay,
you can see that the book is just bizarre. At the beginning of the book, it looks like it's a play that's being written, like a work of theater. But as it goes on, the pages become a mess of scribbles and drawings, with writing in every direction. You're finding it much harder to follow than Blake is. Blake seems to be able to flip through the pages and know what's there.
Yes, being told of what was in this book is one thing, but seeing it for myself, this is... I do not know how you are going through this so quickly. This is like reading scribblings of somebody who does not know what they're talking about at all, and it's just rambling.
I've been through it a couple of times. It makes sense once you get through it, I think.
It might be one of those things where it makes sense if you are attuned to it in the sense of the egg, seeing as they are connected. That said, the part that you stopped at for a moment, the thousands of years, that very familiar to the feeling Godwin was casting on Snowbell.
Oh.
That feeling, the sadness, and that scope of time, that reads very familiar to that segment right there.
Yeah. Really? You felt that?
It was like it was... how do I say? Was like resonating back through the magic into me as I was casting. So it was like a link of sorts, like could feel what was being felt, but it was not feeling of Snowbell, it was feeling of, in essence, the magic lingering on them. Was it feeling.
Right.
Before it was dissipated. But it was very
There's an excerpt here. The grinding of the gears for thousands of years drove me mad, and until my freedom I was the god of the void, and my torture was the canvas in which I painted an entire universe.
What does it mean?
That part right there.
Why did it take Myers? Yeah, that's very similar to Talia. I think she went through something. I think she went through the same thing that Myers went through, that made him create Bernard, some way of coping with it. The grinding of the gears. Because Talia mentioned something about gears, hearing them.
Talia, just to make sure I'm following, Talia is in the one with the head wraps on, or is there another Talia?
No. Talia, the orca.
Oh, Talia.
Blacksmith.
Okay, I do not know if I have met them yet, but go on.
Yeah, so we played the song with the right instrument. We used her hair to construct the bowstrings, right? And then when we played it, I saw the woman that's inside of the egg, the dancer. I saw her in the place where Talia was.
Like overlaid
so
on top of them in your vision.
Yeah, exactly. Or rather, it was like she was there and Talia wasn't. So I tried to talk to her, but she wouldn't say anything. She just
kept
and then at the end of it, she no, she wasn't dancing. She was grabbing her head and acting like she was in pain. But it was like, I think it was just a hallucination, right? It was, but it meant something. But I think that in that moment, I think Talia went from, I think she lived in it, in the same prison that the dancer's in, a dark space with grinding gears, and I think she was in there for the same amount of time that the dancer was there for.
She had experienced
maybe
their feeling by being connected to the process?
I think it's more than that. I think she was there. Because she lost a sense of direction, right? She's blind. She uses some other way to see out in the rest. But
right.
When she came out, she needed her staff to be able to see in front of her. It was like she'd forgotten how to do it.
But she was only in that
And-
position for like a period of about a few minutes, yes?
Yeah, around 3 minutes.
Dilated
And then the song
time.
ended.
Experiencing thousands of years in a matter of a few minutes.
Yeah. Or dozens, or I don't know. I didn't get a clear answer out of her.
Enough
He's a bit
time for
shaken.
it to leave a considerable mark upon their mind. That much is clear.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and I don't know, because I thought maybe it was because we used her hair that she was, I don't know, selected to go into that space. But it happened to Myers, and he created Bernard to cope with it, I'm assuming. But Myers is a human. The only thing that he says is to not use elf hair. So the reason to not use elf hair has got to be something else. Because he used someone else's hair. Maybe his own. We don't know if he used his own.
Something clicks in the back of your head. You remember from one of the biographies, not this book, but one of the biographies of Myers, that he had house staff that were all elven, a peculiarity amongst nobility in Erin.
Right. Is the Roland man who went missing on that boat? Was there any mention? No, there's nothing that would have mentioned how long his hair was. Going crazy, dude.
You could go and read his life story and see if anyone mentions his hair, but that would be truly crazy.
Crazy?
Yeah.
I was crazy once.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I wanna make sure. Unless if there's mentioned somewhere in here, I'm gonna find a book about Myers and a book about Roland, or something to see if at any point in their lives they went from having long hair to short hair or something like that, and if it was a significant event. I gotta find biographies.
I'll keep an eye on this, don't worry. I don't want this walking off. What am I doing?
They were here, right here. You were
Oh,
studying.
I was right.
What you will find immediately going through the section about Roland, which was sort of a government text, if you remember, that was about a case of him going missing, that they reference a biography by him, but the biography isn't here. It's a very specialist book, and your guess would be that you'd have to order something like that. In fact, for more books about Myers and Roland and the others from Erin, you might have to consult other libraries that are far greater than this one.
Can I send a message to the caravan that I used to work for? Because Blake's backstory is that he after losing his bandit family, he went to work for a traveling library.
Oh, yeah, no, he would know that, like, he'd be able to get in contact with people to get him books, for sure.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's a cool backstory, I like it.
Thanks. It plays it totally unintentionally.
I know, right?
Okay. I gotta send some mail.
Not able to find what you are looking for?
No, I'm not. Shit, where's the post office around here? We used to have... Oh, what was his name? Started with an M. He was a bird man. Bird kind of beast man. He was a post office.
I think I saw who you were talking about not too long ago. Not today, but...
Really?
I'm pretty sure I did, unless maybe it is someone else who is also a bird person, but I believe I saw them first day I was here.
Right. Well, it's fine. I've gotta...
But you said they Is there a mention of what happens if it were, depending on type of hair? For making this, what kind of instrument is this, anyways, that they are supposed to be making?
It's a violin. It's a really horrible violin. But we had to make it, so we made it. It's primarily uses the dead as its components.
That might explain those weird questions from the other day.
Yeah, if you were wondering why there was a bunch of bodies dug up from the
Oh no, I wasn't. Well,
graveyard.
I suppose I was going to wonder, but now I know what they were for. But there was more that the guard was going around asking where these things had gone, and they were accusing random people of it for them disappearing.
Yeah.
But I will not. If they are not aware, I will not tell, because it is. At this point, I think it is pretty much a try anything to figure out what it means, yes?
Yeah. Sorry, I know.
No, you
don't.
You do
I
not.
don't know if I've told you why.
You do not
I'm
need to
doing this.
apologize, but I remember you said you were very insistent on remaining within hold of egg because of the possibility of what is inside.
Yeah, I want try and save her. I need to figure out how what happened to their hair. God. So, Myers, he had a house staff of only elves, right?
Right.
So he must have tried to take one of his servants' hair to make the violin to use in the bow, and it didn't work. So then he would have taken it from someone else, and the only two people that I can think of is him and Roland, who is very, very tangentially related. It might not even be a part of it at all, but there's a tiny, tiny hint, and I'll have to run with it.
Elite is elite.
Because if Myers used exactly. If Mars used his hair, and that's what created Bernard, then we have an idea of what not to do. But if it was Roland, and they used his hair, then we're not sure. Well, it narrows down the reasons as to why Talia was... What happened to her, right?
Disoriented, yes.
Yes. Or
for
trapped
lack
for
of
thousands of years. Or thinks she was trapped for thousands of years. Or just gained the memories of someone else, but it was twisted.
This is one
to
of
fit
those
her
things that
mind,
is
her perception
very...
of the world.
I would understand that part of it, given that the more it's talk about, it seems like this is a very complicated curse of some sort. If I were able to know what that was like, I could possibly make sense of it better, but the only thing I could think of, because I would rather not try to risk joining the company of those who are desperate to hear the egg's song, would be knowing what happens from that point of view if it allows one to go. Because the thing is, I'm assuming when you did this before, that neither you or Talia knew what was going to happen, yes?
No, we had no idea. We just hoped.
What if somebody knew what could potentially happen and was there with the full knowledge and awareness that they might be able to act in the moment while they are present?
That would be useful, yeah. You mean some kind of like foresight?
Not necessarily foresight, but given that the nature of what I do, if I what I am thinking, this is a bit of a wild idea. You are free to say no. This is probably very stupid. But if one were knowing that they could be basically projecting to a different position or different mentality, but they were also actively performing scanning upon themselves to be able to keep track of themselves and also the other presence, they might be able to keep themselves present while in this memory, maybe. I do specialize in that part of the ability I was doing for Miss Snowbell. I specialize in analysis and breaking down of curses, but to start with that is general scanning of mana in general. It might allow, if we are knowing what we are looking for, that we know there is something to be looking for, then it is entirely possible if replicating that situation while basically prepared to see if something is effectively intruding, might be able to actually remember what happens or see more details interact with this memory, or maybe even interact with them.
That would be good.
If you are wanting to try this, I am willing to give try as both effort to try to help understand and also his way of taking responsibility for getting involved the way I did. I would allow you to have some of this part of me is actually hair. I don't think you can make string out of the leaves.
That's a question for Monty, actually. Maybe.
Possibly.
But we gotta figure out if the hair is a problem here, or if it was because Talia had never heard it before.
That is true.
That's the other option.
Is Talia... Well, question. Is Talia marked by
Talia.
now? Is Talia marked by egg now, afterwards?
I have no idea. I'd have to ask God. We're gonna find out eventually when they have time.
Yeah, that is actually probably a good thing to understand is after that experience if they are affected by it in any way or if they are still separated by it.
Hello.
Hi. When Talia was after the events, was either Talia or Mani affected by the egg? Could I see that? Did they have the weird shimmer?
Manny didn't.
Right.
Talia did.
Okay. Alright. She's in it now. Oh no.
Oh boy.
Okay. Right, yeah, she did. Yeah, no, she had it. I could see it. She was shimmer around here.
Was she hearing the song at the same time? Like what she was hearing it while this was going on?
It didn't sound like, from the way she was reacting, she had the second phase of it. She was still on the first half.
The part of it that sounds bad. What if this was replicate, if the person who is being the one who is going to give their hair, assuming that this is going forward, if they make it so they cannot hear at all, they are just present and they are part of effectively the ritual, for lack of a better word.
That's a good question. It might, I don't know, magic. It might go deeper than your ears, but it's worth a try, in the very least.
I mean, surely somebody has tried to listen or see if they can hear the egg or not, if they have blocked their ears. Weren't there several different people who had... Several different people that have done tests on that. Surely one of them has tried that, hasn't they?
Vincent might have. We could ask him.
It is worth asking, but like I said, I am willing to be the one to try this because, unfortunately, the more that I'm hearing about this, the more that I am thinking the only way to better get understanding of this, in more detail and manner that might be able to actually work deeper into it is being closer to it than I think I'd probably be comfortable with, but...
Yeah, that's the problem,
Then
isn't
again, I have at least according to how others look at it, because I have different feeling about it, but I have lived in Vale, and Vale is always called as curse, so maybe there is no more room for curse. Maybe I can go with that.
Maybe you've got some kind of resistance to curses or something like that. Yeah.
It is entirely possible.
Yeah,
I mean, I've never exactly tried to push the limit on that, but if it is for the sake of helping those who is affected by it, if it is a way to understand without getting stuck in it also, at least in the tractory way, then I am willing to try things, because this might be a good way to see if there is a way to actually interact with the person. This
exactly.
Woman? Yes, the woman.
It'd be good to be able to actually ask her for how we can help her.
I can help
I'm
you.
sure it's what she wants out.
If you don't mind returning back down to the guard barracks, I'd like to have the three of you all have a chat, since there are different perspectives and everyone's going in
I
circles.
thought there was going to be
I think
a gathering out here, but I guess...
Well, I
things out,
can inquire
rather than talking behind your back.
Fabian, what was the horn for? Did somebody...
The Q&A for the town election happening at the tavern.
Ah, okay.
The candidates are there, ready to speak to the public.
The other two are actually quite in
Blake
defense of you
is
right now.
Q&A for
Either
the
way,
election people.
Those
Would
who
you,
know you
would you two tell others on your way there if you're going?
You to tell them, yes.
Where we would probably decide the next vote for the mayor in town and the other offices. It's just harder on my knees to chase everyone down. I don't know if I could keep the pace, honestly. I appreciate it.
That is fair.
Thank you, Blake. I apologize to startle anyone.
No problem.
Okay, but yes, that is what they are talking of.
Right. Oh, there's Talia. Came out of the clinic. I'm gonna go check in on her.
Oh, that person. I am seeing now.
Oh. Right. Victor, right?
Vincent.
Vincent, sorry. When you were doing your experimentations with...
I'm gonna be over here. That is very hot.
Did you try to listen to it with your ears closed? You couldn't hear it.
I haven't tried that, although the one time I did kind of try to stuff my ears a little bit, I swear I was still hearing it, but...
Was that already after you had heard it yet?
Yes. Although from what I've been told, apparently people have tried to do that and they still hear it or something. Unfortunately, I don't have all the information on that one. That would happen to be the other two guests that were there with me. They would have more information about pre-existing things. I only currently know of existing things, which is something you're already quite aware of.
Right, yeah. Is it still in the house?
I have not checked. I believe it should be.
Right. Check.
Well, like I said, I am...
Okay.
If it goes that way, perhaps I can consider it, just what I had coming for me for getting involved, but I have a feeling it might potentially give answer now that you know what is happening Because I am not
Exactly.
I am not elf either. I am dryad. Big difference.
Good.
But yeah, okay,
Yeah, big
that
difference.
one is Talia. Understood.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, I have not met them before, but now I have.
She's great. Yeah.
I will be keeping that in the mind.
But I have recently moved into town, and well, I will be.
Well, are you wanting to go to the people talking about their electionings or the like, or is this more important?
Yeah. This is more important right now. You can go ahead if you want to.
Well, I do want
I'll
to.
hold you.
Well, I do want to be of helping. I honestly don't think I have much caring one way or other, because I doubt I know any of the people that are looking to be
Guide me
leading.
to him.
Here, lead over.
Talia? It,
Not.
Blur and blur.
Are you-
I do like to play tricks.
oh, it's like, is it slowly coming back?
Sometimes not so good tricks.
Yes, it's
Good.
It's not all dark
Do
now.
you wish for a
Are you?
cause to liven your day, or unliven
I mean, I know you're not okay, but how are you doing?
I'm wonderful. Everything's fine. It's. I could go another round.
We're gonna try to not do that. Though
And I was so
I
up
mean-
for it.
yeah. Look, we're gonna try to figure out why it happened. I have my suspicions, and the hair root might be it, yeah, but there might be another one. I'll have to write to my old boss and see if I can get an answer. I need to learn more. I'm sorry. In Maya's book, when he turned to Bernard, one of the first entrances, the first things he wrote in there, he mentioned feeling like he was stuck for thousands of years, and the grinding of gears, and I think it was becoming the god of his own dark void, something like
They
that.
said dark void, and they created worlds on the canvas of their suffering. I believe is what you said.
Worlds on the canvas of their suffering. I'm sorry, I should have seen it.
No, it's fine. No one could have known what happened. And I'm fine.
No.
If what's a decade in a cog-filled, grindy darkness, you know? It's, give or take. It's fine. Everything's okay, Blake.
You're going to be very hungry.
Right. Yeah. It was only a moment. It was all an illusion.
Perhaps that.
Yes, it was all an illusion.
Dilated time can still affect the perception. If they believed it to be that long, then it really was that long for them.
Might be broadening your horizons.
Right, yeah, you're right.
It was only a moment. It was only a minute. It's only a minute.
You might also find that your belly is.
You didn't make your own Bernard while you were in there, did you?
Previously.
It's just cogs, me, and a lot of darkness. Boredom, hunger, thirst. But no
Well-
Bernard.
You did a lot better than Myers then, I think.
I do apologize. That is sometimes the gods.
It's
They do like
easy peasy, you know? As long as it helped. And it seems, I mean, we'll see if it helps. I hope it did. And even if it didn't,
think-
we'll figure it out.
I think we rushed into it. I think we went in unprepared. That's my fault. We should have had the egg with us, in the very least.
Able to find.
Yeah, that is why I am at least offering the follow-up to it, because that might have been the missing part to understand what happened.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. I'll keep you in the loop. I'm gonna send. I'm trying to figure out if it was the hair, right? So I'm gonna send a message to my old caravan that I used to work at. It was a traveling library. see if they have any more books, or if they can source more books on Myers and a gentleman named Roland who went missing at sea. And I want to see if it was their hair that was used in the bowstring. I suspect it was, but at the very least that'll give us answers, and then we can select who it happens to next. And we can be prepared.
If anything, no one needs to go through that hell. So,
No.
if it needs to be living, just do it again. I don't care. I don't mind. If it gets you cured, I don't care. I don't.
You need to take it easy.
I don't. I do not mind.
We'll figure it out. We'll find the best option and we'll go with that.
I need a moment. Yes.
Of course.
She's taking it really hard on herself.
That much was clear.
She thinks she needs to be the one to sacrifice everything. And be the martyr.
She shouldn't be.
Nobody should be needing to die for this, if it can be helped.
No
Or
more sacrifice.
Or be put
she
into
just wants to take it as far as it needs to go.
Or be put in a fate worse than death. These things can be scarring for the rest of life.
Yeah. And, I mean, nothing against her, but she can't see like we do. There might be something in there, runes, or maybe those cogs are physical. I don't know. Either way, hopefully, whoever gets sent in next has a way out. We can give them a rope or something, some magical... I don't know. Something that they can pull themselves out with.
That might be another thing, based off what I did, seeing as I at least could redirect some of its ability onto something else.
Exactly.
At least redirect the effect enough that it loosens enough, opens a gap that you can metaphorically get back out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna keep trying to help her on my end.
Yeah, appreciate
There's only so much I can do though. Just
yes or no?
The
I
fact
know
that
she
you are
wants to keep
trying
helping, but
is a benefit. So they are not suffering
I know
alone.
she wants to keep putting herself in that line of fire, but please make sure that whatever was done isn't done again, at least with her, until she can bear that burden.
In the very least. Next person, they're gonna go in with a shield.
It would be for the best.
Did the man with the cane ask you to do that?
We're gonna have more information next time. It'll be better.
That's okay. You may take that.
And now there's a mayoral election going on, and we should probably check on that.
I think there's some sort of forum going on in the tavern.
Yes, it is some sort of questioning and answering for those who are wanting to lead.
Right.
Hello. Have you seen Otto around? He was from the Vale, right? Otto was? He did stuff
I think
there?
he's spent months in there, yeah.
Okay.
Are you looking for somebody for something with the veil, or is it specifically him?
No, I just, well, someone that knows a lot about it would be good. But,
I live there,
just
so...
Oh, you live there! Okay, perfect. I, have something that, Can I show you something?
Sure, I will go with them for this. I will see you there, maybe in the tavern. Yes,
Yes, it won't be long. I'm so sorry, I'm so rude. Hello, my name is Ayla. It is nice to meet you.
Hello, I am Elisande.
Elisande, all right. Very nice to meet you. We'll make this quick so you don't miss out on anything. But right this way, we're gonna head over to my house.
That is quite alright. Be honest, I do not know any of the people that are doing the things, so whoever ends up leading makes very little difference to me. I was not
Sure,
originally
yeah,
planning to be here long term, but might be here long term because feels like that's going to be ending up that way. So might as well make comfy.
On your own accord, I hope?
Thing I am looking for might be harder to get a hold of than I was anticipating.
Sure. Opens door. Okay,
These are very comfortable places. Okay.
So, walking in, she would see that plant is, like, perfectly taken care of. Ayla's like a flower girl. She is very good at, like, maintaining them.
Yep.
This plant, not native to the Vale at all, but it has Vale corruption on it.
Okay, yeah,
And,
she would recognize that very easily.
So, I was hoping, and this is excellent if you live there, if you would be able to tell me, you know, where this kind of corruption or this pigmentation usually happens in the Vale, if it's right next to Leefside, or maybe a little, like, deeper in or something, and we might have to call a GM for that one.
Let me see. I will go ahead and do that. Question.
And I'm so sorry for just rushing you in here.
No. You are quite
it's
okay.
strange. I feel like maybe I shouldn't leave it in here either. So
it depends on the nature of some of the things. Some of the plants from there are just altered, at least from my understanding of the effects on those who are there long term. I mean, some of me is like that too, I think, but I mean, I feel fine, but most people seem to just think that means I am just weird. They're probably right.
Oh,
but
I don't know about that.
Let me see here. At least when it comes, I do not know. I will see if I recognize the plant per se, but I can at least try to figure out about general region of it, because I have been through many parts of the Vale over time. This might take a while then, because it is large place. And totally not because I am waiting for God still.
Yes, I hope you don't mind if I sit.
No, you are quite alright. Let us see what we can find about this. How long have you... well, first question is... Well, I guess two questions. How long have you had this, and who gave it to you?
Well, that's a plant that I planted myself from some of the flowers just outside of town, and it started doing that yesterday.
Well, it started to... It is... Just to remember, it is wilting, or it is changing in a way that is unexpected?
I think from the way it was described, it is being corrupted like the Vale. So it has like Vale corruption, and I think it's starting to look similarly to Vale flowers. I think is what... That's the interpretation I got when it was explained to me.
I see. I mean, if you've seen Vale flowers, you would also recognize there are Vale flowers growing on the back of her head too. So
yes,
these flowers have the influence of the Vale on them.
Yep.
Yes.
She's remind me. You tell her what you asked me to actually determine.
So Ayla's idea is, they might be able to tell what region this kind of corruption or the flower it's turning it into is from. Is it close to Leefside? Is it further in the Vale? Is it like, regional type of corruption and
it's a
flora?
commonly found Vale.
Okay.
It's a commonly found Vale flower.
Would I know what this one, based off what it is, because she's lived there for an amount of time, would she know what this one actually is becoming? Or what it actually is?
I'm sorry, my internet is dying. Can you repeat that?
Given that she's lived there for several decades. Would she actually know like what this flower is, slash if it is something to be concerned about?
No, it's nothing to be concerned about. It's a normal flower.
Well, normal flower, just, you know, getting Vale. Does it have any properties that they would want to be aware of?
It's
Good.
a pretty typical flower.
Okay.
Darn, no clues.
Alright, well... The good news is this is relatively common flower throughout most parts of the Vale. I do not... Unless if it continues to change any, probably something to monitor just in case, but is not really anything necessarily harmful. It's just... It definitely carries the touch of the Vale upon it, which I suppose is to be understood if it was from seeds of flowers that were near the edge of it.
Alright.
Although if it needs to be treated with things that are from the Vale, I can always go get you at least like Vale soil or water from parts of the Vale that might help take care of it better if it is something you intend to keep.
I don't particularly think that I'm going to keep it. I think most of the mystery comes from it turning into it. You know.
Yes, well, okay, so remind me, you said the seeds were from flowers that were near but not in the Vale?
Just right outside of town.
Right outside of town, like outside of town, like right outside the gate, not like down the path and into
where
like
a lot of the poppies are, yeah, like where they were before the farmland was there.
Would you mind showing me where this area, where you picked these from? Just because I feel like I should look, at the very least, look into that. Because if the touch of it is spreading, well, I mean, is a bit of a weird feeling because part of me is like, oh goody, but also I understand I'm the only probably person who would actually think that is a good thing. So, having to, but at least would be good to know so that if something need to be done so that it is not, you know, going to go into town, because I can remember many people say they are not very fond of the place.
Well, it has to do with your mental fortitude, I suppose. I'm fairly weak to it myself.
Where Manny? Where Manny?
I do not know. There are a lot of people inside of the tavern right now for election Q&A stuff, so they might be in there.
Oh, okay. We'll go there.
If I...
out here.
Right here. The red ones.
Okay, so you picked it from here, but the Vale is all the way out there. Curious.
Yes, but if it's windy, perhaps,
I suppose the mist could have carried over, but it was... That would imply that it is still spreading to some degree. I will make note of this. I will take a look into the area, see if I recognize the touch of it, because I am... Out of all different effects that I have studied, Vale one is probably most understood. Probably for obvious reason.
It would make sense for sure.
Out
of character, I'm bringing you into something that probably actually has nothing to do with this. So if
that's okay.
I'm just warning you. So like,
you never know. It
if
could
they're
turn
like,
it.
nope, there's.
It could turn into a yes and thing. And besides,
Yes,
Also out of character.
Just didn't wanna make
She
you
does
feel sad.
anything that involves a Vale. She gets involved with it because she wants to figure out the best outcome that is most beneficial for it.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. And if anything, if you go out there, recognize a specific mutation on that flower, maybe then there's money.
Well, I will see if I see any of those out in the area around there, and see if they have been at least in position where they are likely starting to spread the seeds, because it is possible that sea breeze could carry it over. But otherwise, I will take a look into just general area and see if there are other ones like that, because if they are spreading, then probably good that somebody knows about that.
Thank you, Elisande. Thank you.
Of course. They're over there. I was wrong. That is them.
Yep.
Money.
Yes, found it and let know.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Wait, where did they go? You know what? He's not the problem.
Fills my belly. If not a little.
Again?
Just to give you hope.
Okay, I believe is this place? Okay, yes, it's definitely this place.
It's open to the whole room. Any questions you might have. Pythos, were you raising your hand?
I was waiting. I have questions, or at least a question. I was waiting to see if anyone else was going first.
Fuck it. God, give me a hand here, people. Violet. You mentioned trying to help Leefside catapult itself into a little bit more of a shining symbol or star for all of Erin. How do you plan to help with communications to the capital, I guess? Or like how do you think you'd like to go about it for now?
I think at the minute there hasn't, since we haven't really had a mayor or even our couriers that we did have, they haven't really been able to been reorganized to make contact with many of the people on the outside of our little piece of heaven, I suppose. So if I could reorganize not only our courier system into something better and also improve our pathing around the city, as well as sending off proper letters of invitations to perhaps other diplomats around us, I think it could give people a good impression to impress our allies and friends around us and get a better knowledge of the world.
Oh boy, politics! Yippee!
I guess I can raise a question. I have two, but I'll start with a simpler one. This question just goes to whoever wants to answer. I don't know or expect all of you to have answers. Everybody has an answer. There's obviously a lot of threat from outside the town that we've faced in the past however long. But there's also threat within and safety concerns from within the town of other such nature. How do you plan on improving the safety from within the town, not from outside threats, but from within?
Colby, would you head first? This is an open question for all of you.
More training for the town guards, as well as a stricter process to get into the town guards. make sure that the people who, you know, are in charge of protecting everybody are capable to that point and don't pose a threat themselves. And does that?
That's right.
I think that there are a lot of new guards, and maybe not do as good as can do, because I'm not sure about who lead guards and stuff like that. So I think that after voting to pick guard captain and what someone say, chain of command, that one, chain of command, that helped them better at keeping the city safe, town safe. Yeah.
I hate your last one.
Much like Raz mentioned, our guards are, while plentiful, are a bit of a shamble. And I don't mean that in any disrespect to our guardsmen that have been working and protecting around the clock to help Leefside. I only mean that there needs to be a better structure. And I think once we have our captain and also a proper legal and law system straining laws and what is allowed and not allowed in Leefside, and give a clear understanding to everyone on what is right and what is wrong, it can help ease a lot of tensions. And I hope that even with this mayor body, that people will have the ability to trust and communicate with us on any internal issues that perhaps can be caused more, or, you know, solved more diplomatically rather than with a blade. Thank you.
Oh, go on. For which one?
What?
Or is it?
For all.
Okay.
What plan for egg?
Oh god.
Interesting, Master.
What plan for egg? Oh man.
Alright. That's all we need. The egg will be under strict watch, under those who are able to handle it. We're still trying to figure out more about how it works, unfortunately. So we are doing our best to figure that out, and once we do, we'll do our best to dispose of it and the effects that it has had on the people, because it is a danger. Alright. We're locked up.
Thank you, Master Bobby. Master Raz?
Raz not really know enough about egg to say, but if Raz get mayor, then Raz find out from new guard captain and guards what going on with egg, and then can make choice.
As I understand, we already have a small group of individuals that are already dedicated into the safety as well as the understanding of what this egg is. While my abilities at the minute may not be much to assist in the matter, as I know that the egg has caused some harm to us, not only physically but mentally, I think establishing, with hopefully your vote to me, that with proper funding, I can help people like Arvis or even our medical team to perhaps set up proper areas of safety to not only protect the people, but to also find ways to research into what this egg is about, its origins, and not only that, the safety and medical and mental care of our people that have been affected by it, so that even when this is all over, that we have somewhere to go, somewhere to talk, somewhere people can listen and help people recover after whatever this egg brings us.
Thank you, Lady Vale. Let's write those.
I was hoping someone else would. This is
Yes.
a purely theoretical question, of course. But just with future safety matters, with other things going on, I feel like it's important to ask. This is for everybody, all three of you up there. What is your opinion on the practice and use of necromancy, specifically using human remains?
Ooh.
Lady Violet, would you like to go first?
I know that necromancy is a very sensitive subject for a lot of different people in this town. A lot of it is frowned upon in different cultures and lands, and that would be mine included. I don't believe necromancy is a necessary evil that we need to go down.
She needs to speak with some of the guards.
I understand that people find there is some comfort in being able to speak with people that we have lost, or using our friends and family and others that we may not know in the protection of our lands. But haven't the people who have fought and died for us deserve the rest? Don't they deserve some sort of peace? If they've already bled for us, if they've already worked in our lands, if they've brought us good memories of laughter and cheer, don't they deserve the rest and peace for all their hard work? Thank you.
Thank you, Lady Violet. Good question. Master Raz, good question.
One else
Oh,
wanna
right.
talk on that?
Master Raz, you're next up. It's an open question to all three of you. You don't have to wait for me if you feel compelled to step forward.
That's not new. Necromancy was until not long ago. Raz asked some people some questions, and they say to Raz that maybe it can be used to help. Raz think that if something like that can help, then maybe should use it to help you. You just careful with it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Alright. In my honest opinion, necromancy is a tool, a means to an end. It can be used to help and better society. I think it might as well be used. It's important to remain respectful of the dead, however, and you can't just use it willy-nilly. It's a powerful tool. You would need to be watched over it. If someone were to use it, make sure it doesn't backfire on us. I personally have no qualms with necromancy.
Interesting.
I believe Snowbell has a question.
Oh, Snowbell.
Yeah.
Please, you don't have to wait. for me to call on you as well, by the way. It's all public, so I'm just more of a mediary, just in case. So, go on. So,
I'm worried about something similar to what happened last night happening again without proper supervision or knowledge of every person who knows how to do medical treatments or healing. Because last night in the medical ward was very, very stressful, and there wasn't a lot of us to deal with everyone who was hurt. So, is there anything that any of you would do to at least prepare or not have that happen? Again.
oh, is that for? Is it open?
All of everyone.
I do think the idea, the plan that occurred last night that brought about the spirit was probably not the smartest one. It wasn't the smartest idea. Many of us were hurt, almost died. Luckily, however, we do have many capable and talented healers amongst us, so that most of us at the moment are only sore and bruised instead of missing a limb or something. I do think, that being said, we could definitely use more healers, have more resources available in case something like this happens again. I would also do my best to make sure that doing something as idiotic as summoning a spirit that powerful would not happen again. The safety of this town is important to me, and I'm sure to everybody else, as well as my fellow runners. More resources available to healers, more training for it, and simply prevention. Thank you.
Yeah, what happened last night, I see, was kind of silly. Like, holy crap, why they do...
was the snowball for clinic, and one other thing was more supplies for clinic. Maybe you guys think that could have even more things to help, so that clinic can maybe teach people how to help look after as well, and then everyone knows a little bit, and then if something happens, then at least everyone can maybe help a little.
While my other candidates promise more of what we already have, sometimes more is a little difficult to get a hold of. Sometimes it's not just easier to call upon more healers or call upon more medical aid. Every town or city or kingdom runs a crisis of shortages in its time. And while we like to hope that that never happens to Leefside, it is something we need to consider. So I think perhaps pushing forward on producing our own medical items, herbs, and the like, much of which I've had plenty of experience with back in Azimuth, we can easily conquer any problems of shortages if we're growing our own resources and being self-sufficient. In regards to prevention, however, I think with this body, it's important that communication that we have, and that if we are planning on doing any large rituals or missions or anything else, that it is brought to the people who are in charge, so that we may all discuss it. I understand that people have different problems with one another, and it's not easy to trust. And I know some people are better suited to the job than others. But if we don't learn to talk and unite and be a community, then we're already as good as dead. Thank you.
I honestly do not understand most of the things they are talking about.
When? Call it out.
These things never
Not
were
sure if you
important
can hear
in
me,
Vale.
but just be interested if what the different candidates' thoughts would be on making a pledge to not legalize arson.
What?
Oh.
Huh?
Again.
If you'd be willing to make a pledge not to legalize arson.
Why the fuck would anyone do that in the first place?
I promise not to legalize arson? Is that good?
It's great.
Great.
Who the fuck wants to legalize arson?
I wasn't thinking about legalizing arson. I'm not sure why I would.
Oh, for clarification, anyone that doesn't know, arson means to set things on fire, like buildings and people. Okay.
Yeah, burning things down. I've even had my own past of it. No. Well, we'll make sure that that doesn't happen, or definitely ensure that we can minimize any damages that people may have, especially if you have any fire magic. And if you need a teacher in regards to controlling that, please don't be afraid to reach out.
Lady Violet, can I don't know if it's, I suppose I'm a part of the town. Did you say you had a pass with arson?
No, I have a pass with fire.
Oh, okay. Very important clarification. Okay.
I believe the one on the floor over there had a question before. You don't have a question anymore?
Actually, yes, I have a question, but only for you and later about the arson situation. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What?
Do you want to talk now or?
I don't think you want to know about it now.
What?
Oh, okay.
Oh, fine.
Well, I am insisting open communication and unity, so perhaps now's the best time. And once it's out, at least then we can talk about it.
You
Somebody
talked about
say
setting
something in my
people
head.
on fire. Have you ever partaken
Well, that
into
was
setting
me.
people on fire?
I don't.
It's a good question.
If it comes, when in regards to setting people on fire, I hope you know the difference between setting the people on fire and setting the people who are hurting us and attacking us on fire are two different things.
But there's still people. I don't think I understand. All right, thank you.
Oh my god.
That's an interesting insight, actually. I think she was getting at there the way to handle said people, the justice system in the town, as we seem to lack a current one. What do you think? I'll leave this as an open question. What would you say a valid skeleton of a justice system would be in line with the magistrate's desires?
God damn it, good.
I'll go first. Well, I can go first. Okay.
And general town
not to
Leefside,
legalize
I
arson.
suppose.
I'll come back.
It's a good one. It's a good one, Gwen.
In regards to any punishments with how we're treating criminals or the like within the city, I think the utilization of different fines throughout the city would not only benefit the city to help improve it and hopefully teach people to learn their lessons of their crimes for obviously the smaller and minor problems that happen around town, but I don't think we should be afraid to put our foots down when things get too violent. This city has had a history of it, and sometimes when we come to our punishments, we kind of mishandle the entire situation, and then people go off and they do it again. So I think enacting a more harsher but fair acts of punishments is what's reasonable and needed for Leefside.
Eugenie?
Raz can, but Gobby can't. Raz not mind.
Alright, I'll
Yeah, it's like, who
do
the
agree
fuck wants to legalize arson?
that some of the punishments for several people who have been arrested have been a little lax, to say the least. I believe it's important that people are properly punished and discouraged from committing crimes of any kind. It would simply be longer jail sentences, removal from the town, paying fines, or losing whatever jobs you may have. Things like that. It's important to make sure that people know they're safe and that there aren't people running around who, at any moment, can decide, hey, I think I should kill you. So, yes, more stricter punishments. Those I'll have.
Raz think that punishments in the town so far have been different all the time. Like sometimes people do get a lot in jail for a long time, and sometimes not, and not the same all the time. And Raz think that's
The temptation to grab the cane from over here is so high. I'm so tempted. I just want to take it and just like throw it over on the wall and be like, ah!
Not all the time for everything, but so people know what to expect. That makes sense.
Indeed. Thank you, Master. Right.
I got one more. This one's sort of for everybody, but with the guild and the town starting to do a bit of a merger, how do you plan to help facilitate that? I know we recently had a mission where there was a more diverse group, where it wasn't just the guild involved. There was a few members of the town who were involved in it. So, I guess how do any of you plan to help with the integration process of guild and town to a more, I guess, singular unit? To anybody who wants to go?
Basically just lots of open communication, finding out what both sides need, and doing my best to make sure that all demands are met so that we can easily integrate with each other, whether it be the guild hall becoming a town hall, having easier access to medical for those who need it, no matter whether they're guild or townsfolk, and mostly just being open about anything that we have to do and anything that needs doing. That answered the question.
In Raz big plan with the council, one of the spots for someone from guild, so that they have voice with all the other people do, and can help make decisions. So everyone involved.
The integration between the guild and the town. I haven't really ever seen a difference between people. I understand that, the guild obviously had or has its fancy hall and the like, and being a guild member myself, we always had that there, but we always welcomed anyone into the guild hall and the like. So obviously, as we integrate, there's gonna have to be some changes and redecorations to the guild hall, where it's more of a community hall for everyone, so that anyone can be able to go forward and put themselves to test if they want to, put themselves out there, maybe being traveling merchants or sending courier jobs or whatever the like. I think we should set up somewhere to, perhaps even in tandem with the guards, that we can prove that you're ready and give you the proper training if you're looking to not only defend yourself but also take part in these missions, which can sometimes, unfortunately, get quite brutal and gruesome, and sometimes not even our most closest allies are able to come home with us, to which we dearly miss. But I think with that integration and working together, that we'll be able to find good people and good candidates to ensure that we're all able to work together as a team, and that we're able to come home together.
Thank you very much.
That's Raj, you had to answer. You share it.
Yes, I did answer.
Okay, you did.
Yeah, he did.
Poorly.
That it?
Maybe a closing speech?
Sure, you know what? I'll give you one more, maybe to egg your speech on or something as an open question. I think I'm curious on the personal level, what might being a mayor and holding the title that it means to you. And you can answer individually, whatever order you wish. But as you're up there, you feel free to give your closing speech as well, and I'll walk you out.
Why don't you go first, Raz?
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's just what I wanted to be mayor, just because Raz thought maybe Raz could do what people want and make everyone happy. Because when it first came up, it seemed like a lot of people not happy. Maybe a little bit better now, but still a lot of people not quite happy. So Raz just wanted to try and make everyone happy. That's why Raz is want to know what people want and then try to do that. So if anything else people want to know from New Mayor can still ask Raz anytime, even if Raz can't get Mayor. Yeah. Thank you.
To be a mayor means to be in charge. They're in charge of the welfare of the people under him. They're in charge of making sure that they're all fed, they all are happy, they all have money, all of those things. They're the ones that take the fall. They take the brunt of it. If something goes wrong, they will be there to do whatever they can to fix it. Or if it goes too wrong, that it doesn't affect those under him and only him. That's what I mean. To be mayor, I think.
To be a mayor is to be a leader, to be able to listen to the people around you, to hear the concerns, to hear the joys, the celebrations, to be able to motivate, to cheer your people, to cheer everyone, not as just a guild or citizens of Leefside, but as in a community as a whole. Being mayor, to me, I think, is finally being able to start a new beginning, not only for myself, but for everybody. To finally be something different than the rest. Not a place like Azimuth where slavery runs rampant, or places where Suna, unfortunately, has been recently wrought with corruption. And who knows what else has been happening in our outer world because we've been so enclosed in our own. As your mayor, I want to help not only ourselves, but to help everyone around us so that we can all stand together, that we can all be our own people, to be our own home. As of what's happened recently in Leefside, especially yesterday, it has left many scars in all of us. It has also left me scarred. But I can assure you, people of Leefside, that my resolve has never been stronger. And I will use that to help you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate the attendance, and the plan of this entire election is to make not just, Leefside as strong as a reliable and agreed upon figurehead, but its entire government system is in service to you, and your voice should be heard. That being said, there is a mayor ballot box there. If you've been convinced by any of the elections, just head up, write the name down of the candidate you prefer, and put it inside, and we'll choose them at a later date. Now would be a convenient time, as we're all gathered here and thinking about it. And if you needed any more incentive to do it, and I don't do this often, so I urge you to take me up on the offer, I am buying a round of drinks for the entire tavern. So feel free to order that and put it on my tab. And please restrict it to just the one, as I am not making money. Thank you all for attending. And thank you, Mayor candidates.
Thank you.
Great.
Yeah. You have answered it. I did say it.
Did I help you make a decision?
Oh, you had this too. I'm so sorry.
Very interesting.
Let go. It's okay. I'll just get myself.
The color began to change in her face. The grip.
She's trying to get it off so she can start.
I don't know what's going on in there. I'm afraid to ask.
Oh, I'm not afraid. Excuse me, what's going on in here?
Hello?
Get my hand off of her, please.
Dying.
Okay, I don't like what I heard in there. Not at all.
Do let me know if you need any more help, though, okay?
True, but sometimes the actual threat is, poor social etiquette.
Yeah, that is right.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Don't take offense to that, Phoenix. He doesn't know.
Seems they have finished up with the talking of the mayors, or the people wanting to be mayors.
No.
Glad to hear.
I don't even know half the people in this town. I can't even pick who would be in charge of it. Is that something
Somebody
moving
with
in a
good social
box?
standing.
That is a barrel. I am uncertain. Hello? How did you fit in this barrel? This thing is bigger than you are. You're bigger than the barrel. Why would you put in a... Who put the dust bunny in the barrel? Why would you be doing that? That is... oh, you put... Oh, you put yourself in the barrel. Okay. Okay, I guess enjoy yourself in the barrel. I am confusion.
If you want to put a demon card in case she goes in there before I find her.
Dying? Who's dying? I want you to know.
Oh, there's someone dying in the alchemy shop.
Why is this so casually said? That is, kind of important thing.
There's someone dying in the alchemy shop. Someone's dying in the alchemy shop.
No problem.
Someone's dying in the alchemy shop.
Okay, this isn't a fucking scene.
Why?
Yeah, no, I'm starting to realize that as well.
Why are they dying?
I'm a little too big for that.
What
Hold up.
exactly are they doing in there to be dying?
Everything alright in there?
We're going to try.
Then we could do is close.
No,
Close the
it's
door.
what's dying.
Excuse me. Okay.
Okay, wonderful. I see.
Is he talking about things happening and looking for a wolf that's around town and defeating the wolf and
I have a
making sure it left town? I also don't care.
And it will heal like very minor wounds, so it might.
Okay, that is well outside of scope of things can actually help with, so I'm going to just not get involved in that. I do check around the outside of things though. Still need to have the word with Amaris about how much they usually charge for escorting people Vale. And then... I do not know after that point. Might be more things having to do with this lovely little egg. I'm going to check, make sure, let's see if there is anybody wandering in place. As I have found that they are now apt to do. Does not look like it, that is good. I am admittedly getting a bit of the worried because of how they are doing it. Seeing as they said that they are not wanting to do that and then they proceed to do it anyways. That is... a bit misleading. Honestly, I've never gone out over here. What is actually out over here? Is crystals on the beach? Is that a person? No, that is oh no, that is a person. There's several people. Should actually familiarize self with part outside of Vale. So I actually know what is out here. Yes, I believe this path back up to area have already been. Is good knowing to that. Yes. Okay, and then this is the part where you can go downside and then you are back into the town. That is good to know. Yes. Okay, so that is what is the path. Okay.
We all have 10 seconds if you let it happen. Alright, great. First things first, everyone come in my room. I'm sorry about the...
What? I'm not sure if I want to know. That sounds like a very much don't want to know sort of thing.
I heard they were going to launch something.
They're doing what?
I was told that there is apparently some sort of artificer device that throws someone from the door onto a batch of pillows.
Oh.
I'm told that it is fun. It does seem relaxing afterwards.
That is, a strange thing to have in a house, but I suppose that is... If that is something that they are having for the fun, then more power to them.
The creativity of inventors is certainly something to reckon with.
Hmm. Very true. Very true.
I'm sorry, I
Oh,
do not believe I've received your name before.
I don't
May I
know.
ask?
Yes, my name is, Elisande. Hello.
Elisande, I'm Sesta Sonyar. It's nice to meet you properly.
Hmm. You seemed to be comfortable during the, talking. Comfortable on the shoulder of the other.
Yes, sometimes when my lady calls, I must answer.
Ah. You answer by sleeping?
Oh, yes, I'm an acolyte of Lady Belphegor, the Lady of Sloth.
Oh.
She gives a doctrine of rest and
see.
Rest, relaxation for everyone.
Okay, I am of understanding now. Okay.
Indeed, I'm hoping to have more sessions of worship for everyone in the coming days. You are more than welcome to join when they are available.
Well, that sounds like it would be most comfortable if it is done so by
probably make sure none of the
actually getting resting.
Guild again. They're trying to mess with this equipment.
Indeed, it seems this place
Earlier.
requires much of it.
That they do. That they do.
A big
I'm
trail.
hoping to eventually build a temple with which to give people a place to go when they need.
I am seeing. Yes.
Okay.
You're killing me.
Good to see you.
They mean that metaphorically.
Having something that you cannot have. Wanting something that you cannot have.
I suppose I do.
I'm curious if it was some sort of alchemical accident.
No, it's one of them was holding the other.
Hello.
Hello. They asked us to pry them off.
Oh my goodness, the dust bunnies are getting rapidly bigger. I thought they were usually a lot smaller.
See, Radiant Fate is like watching a leaf float through the street. You can predict the directions of
Did
the
you
star
get
and
that message made up for the person that you were talking about?
Yep, just sent it off. And by sent it off, I mean I shoved it into this box for somebody else to grab and...
You put it in the place where it will go away from here to the person you are looking for. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
I do accept
Yep.
Is that all you are intending to be doing with it today until you get the information, or are you going to move forward regardless?
No, we're gonna wait until we know more.
Thank you very much.
And once we know more, then we can figure more things out.
We'll keep it in mind.
That is probably for the best, yes.
You too. You as well.
Yeah, probably.
As long as those who are...
I mean, I'm glad it's not.
I was gonna say not to eavesdrop, but how are you feeling, babe?
Supplies in there. I need to make something for someone.
Doing alright. We've found another piece to the puzzle. I'm sending off a letter to my old caravan to see if we can get some more books on Myers and Roland and figure something else about them.
Guys that know how to do a little bit of magic, I can actually get
Feeling
it.
tired at all yet?
Or maybe I have to find it on my own, right?
You know, I just had a great nap. Oh,
Really?
during the meeting. Yeah, I slept through pretty much the whole thing, I think.
That's good. That's good news then, right?
Yeah, I think so. Try to get some real sleep in tonight, but, you know, yeah, that goes.
Well, if it's helping you sleep, that's all that matters. At least for now.
Yeah.
At least know that Miss Snowbell slept very soundly. I don't think anything could have woken that one up if they wanted to.
I heard that you did something.
Yes, although what I wasn't expecting was to see them effectively on my front doorstep this morning.
I heard they went to the Vale.
They did. I saw them there, but I also figured I saw them so soundly asleep. I was honestly afraid to wake them. They were staying still, so I just kind of stepped a bit further in and was sleeping about as lightly as usual in case something came. And then they woke up and they were fine. They felt very... well, they seemed very rested and very comfortable. The only problem was they just did not really remember going there, so it's either they slept walk or they were that sleep deprived. I'm not sure which. It could
I'm
be
thinking that too. She said that.
Could be a bit of both.
She said she doesn't have a history of sleepwalking, but it could just be due to these sleepless effects that she's been going through.
Well, I suppose
Either
I will
way.
have to keep an eye out for them in case it is a habit. If it is becoming habitual, I will have to see about either trying to figure out if there is a way to help with that, or at least make sure they are escorted in properly and have somewhere a bit more, one, comfortable, and two, a bit more safe, because I have a place that is a bit more, well, secluded for sake of, keeping out of sight of the, things that like to wander.
Yes. Have you met a Mars by any chance? She's the green-haired woman.
Yes, I have spoken to them once, but was not super extensive. But I am of awareness that they are Vale guide.
Probably.
Yes. She's not quite Snowball's caretaker. Snowball's a grown-ass woman, but she does. They do live in the same tent together, and she does tend to take care of her. Mars, from what I know, it knows extensively about the Vale, so if anything, I'll talk to Mars about it.
I am of living in it, so to say familiar is, I guess, implied. Although it's
Interesting.
probably...
I've never met a creature who could live in the Vale. I mean, it makes sense. You're definitely not human.
Yes, I am dryad. It's hard to explain myself. I do not really know either, because, I mean, most I've seen is something that does not exactly make much sense either.
I can't look at that. Oh, you don't like the light either?
It's not so much that it's the fact that it is a flame. I do not like those.
I dislike it for other reasons. I have a sensitivity to light.
Yes, I am
Hello?
of understanding.
Hi. I left some clothes in that place.
Alright. Do you want me to clean them? Stitch them up?
They probably need to be replaced. There's like a giant hole through them because I was kind of impaled yesterday.
Oh.
Yes, you were involved in that thing.
Yeah. Anyway, I probably need both the shirt and the coat completely replaced.
Alright, well, the shirt should be easy. That should only be a few silver. The coat might be a gold. I remember it being kind of intricate. I can give it a look, but it shouldn't be too much.
But yes, I
can
will
probably just use a lot of the old material.
I will keep an eye out for them, and if if it comes again, I will see about talking to them with Amaris and see what can be done, because it might be it could potentially be side effect of the fact it was in effort to fix a problem with egg. So is obviously very strong effect. Is
Yes. I'd say for now, so long as she's not getting sleepless nights and she's, not in direct danger, it's fine, but we can monitor it.
if she is getting the rest, I think it is good that she is getting the rest, and I do not mind watching over visitors to Vale, because it was not just her, it was also one with the two little floaty things next to them. They were also there too. I don't even remember. I don't even know if I've ever met them, but they were both there, but I kept my eye on both of them. I do not mind visitors. In fact,
Skull that's usually
yes.
with Snowbell.
Yes. What is her name?
Fuck, I forgot.
Okay, well, at least
In character, I promise I know.
At least you know what I'm talking about. So, yes. So that is good. Oh, one second, Tom. Hello. There you are.
Good evening.
There you are. I was looking for you.
Sorry, I got lost in a good book in the library. I've been in there all day.
That is
I lost
okay.
track of time, it seems.
But I remember I owed you. I have gotten a chance to recover, which means I owe you the remainder of the treatment, so that you can have hands back, and also everything else.
I neglected it for quite a while with the fight
I
last
miss
night.
hands.
Well,
yeah.
And that should be more than
how it is to read a book.
Yes.
Don't really want a
honestly,
giant hole
should be
on my
fine to
face.
just do that right here. I mean, once they see what happens.
It's not a really good statement.
Actually, I'm not sure if, depending on. If you could turn back to normal, you should still have whatever clothes you were wearing before, right? You're not going to just suddenly be naked.
In there happened recently. I was away for a bit cleaning myself.
I have no clue.
Other than
maybe we should do this
I've
around.
been a dog for months.
Maybe we, you know what?
There was a wolf
I
a
mean,
while ago, like really,
it's one of those things of I'm not sure what to, if want to risk that, but I don't know where to go otherwise.
I'd rather have some of my dignity intact.
Okay, let us find somewhere that is a little bit more private, just in case. Come with me. Come with me.
Yeah.
And it got pissed at her.
Is that the arm?
Oh, even what you've given me so far has been lovely.
Yes.
To be able to talk and actually vocalize. Oh.
Yes, especially for the fact of those who keep calling you bread. That I do not understand.
He still tried to eat me.
That
did not change.
They still try to eat you even after vocalizing that you are in fact not a bread.
Yup, I'm being called Tricky Bird now.
That is weird. I think just I think just out here should be fine. Is dark enough that if thing comes up I pinged. I don't know if I actually need to ping for this. But okay, let us see. Actually, I'll just pop it.
Definitely say I'm very excited about this.
Well, I am
gonna finally have hands again.
Yes, I am very much eager to see that this goes through all right. Actually, you know what? One second. Oh, hello.
How dare you say that about my mother?
I am finishing what I started last session. And giving Tom his body back by breaking curse the rest of the way.
Describe to me how you are breaking the curse. What the magic is doing.
Same way as before. Since she's had time to rest and ruminate on, she basically put a bit more energy into it than broke half of it before, but she understands the rest of it now, like how it's gripping around, like what parts are basically latched onto him that are forcing him into this form, and is basically nudging elements of the light as well as drawing a bit from the earth underneath them, kind of like in a cycle, to basically create a flow that coaxes out the unwanted magical elements, and in the process will probably cause them to return back to their form. Alright. This should be the rest of it from before, now that I've had time to think about the rest of it. As for you, just make sure you are focusing on what you were before, just in case it is just in case there is something that will cause you to transform into a shape you are not expecting. But this should get you the rest of the way.
That's interesting to think about. Hands, toes.
Ellie, you begin to feel as if a dozen hands that were pressing down upon this poor dog are lifted one by one. And the natural flow of magic begins to course through them. And their bones begin to crack. They begin to change.
To be a bit,
and all of a sudden, like a container breaking, person stands before you.
Fingers. Oh, Fingers, how have I missed you?
Oh. Well, I guess I was part right. There is some stuff there, but you may need to find somebody to get you something for a shirt, or at least more than that. But you are covered. The important parts.
The curse has been lifted, Ellie, but the effects of the compression in this form, they've left a mark, like a scar upon the body and the soul. They're human, but not completely.
Oh. Okay.
Wait, what?
You appear
No, it's still there.
You have a tail, and the ears are still there. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose that is...
Look, I'll take what I can get.
I was gonna
and
say...
all I can say is it's good to be height again.
Oh my gosh,
you are not as tall as I thought.
I think this is, if you're happy with this, I think this is probably a good stopping place. I could try to look into how to get rid of that part, but that might be more of a... It's same feeling like if you sit on leg too long, it goes numb and tingly from how there is like that, but I think on your spirit is been in that form long enough it forgot how not to be in that state.
Oh, so it memorized everything. That's rather weird. I was actually reading up on something about that. Apparently, if you stay in a form too long, you can absorb the form, and of all things, that's very interesting to think about.
Well, I suppose you are about 90% human. The rest of it is it appears to be at least mostly cosmetically, I think is the word, but I think you are in better position to be able to deal with potential side effects of that, but you are back to normal. Well, normal as normal can be. However, would you like to see if we can go into town and get a see if there is way to get accommodations to have shirt made? Yes. Okay.
We'll save all things, though. Oh, this is... Oh. It's been a while since standing on two, though. Okay, hang on. Getting used to this again.
Actually, if you need help for balance, I do not mind hand on shoulder.
If you don't mind, you've already done so much.
Yes,
Thank you.
believe me,
I thought I'd be eating the rest of my meals out of a dog bowl.
it is feeling of familiarity for me. I used to have hooves. Was a bit weird to walk when is more like talon roots. Is very different system of walking.
I can say the fact is, walking on 4, you never really got knocked over and were rather low to the ground, but everything was out of reach.
Oh, believe me,
And
I
anytime
actually
you tried to eat it, you just have
out of reach. I actually understand that. Man, Otto was going around with rune earlier, not telling people what was, but said, put to chest and put mana into it, and was rune of shrinking. They made me small. Right before was wanting to go to bookshelves in library, could not even reach the first one. Was very upset.
Oh, yes. So I had the same problem. I ended up stacking some books to reach where I needed to get to.
I needed to push over the ladder. The ladder on the wheels. I believe the name of the well, you should be able to now.
Now, yes.
Question, where is money? Money is Taylor, yes?
I have no fucking clue.
Okay, do they
the
take
moth.
like write-in orders maybe? I need to help get write-in for Tom to get a shirt.
Yes.
I don't.
It's.
I don't know where she fucking went. I don't
Okay.
know how her stuff works.
Okay, if I can
She
remember...
works in that building currently, so if you leave a note in there, maybe she'll see it.
That one over here? Like straight across?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's working in there temporarily.
That might work for now, yes. But, yes.
Would that be the real dog?
Yes, this is Tom. This is this is actually Tom.
Oh, 90% Tom. I still have the ears and tail, but it's mostly getting there. How you doing, Chip?
I did the best could. This is effective being informed for so long. Leave mark.
I see.
Yeah, what can you do?
But yes.
Curses
I mean, at least
always
you got
stick
your
with
body
you,
back
but-
before he did.
I'm working on his.
That's true.
That one is one I need. This one has much longer period of time. Is matter of months versus century. Very different. Very different.
There is a book on curses in the library you might want to search out. I was trying to get it, again, top shelf. Wasn't able before, but now I can take a look.
Could you show me where that one is, just in case? Unless that is the book.
No. This is the last one I can reach. It talks a little of curses, but like play curses more than anything, and just the effects of them on the body. But
But
looking
if
for
there
cures, it's probably looking for something in the library itself.
is more for sake of trying to look into potential history of one that might have done that to them, because I have time frame and I have region, and it is a major region of the area, so that is at least a helpful thing to know. There are a lot of books, and it's hard to look through all of them.
You're gonna feel her brush your hair away.
There might be a history book on past witches and.
Read them, but yes, I'm.
Can you actually see?
Did not get treatment.
I use modified echolocation. I vibrate very quickly, so I can get a
You'll see that her
general idea
Oh,
of
hold
what's
on.
next to me. but the
Money.
range is quite
Money.
So Tremor
Quick question.
Yes?
Can get measurements and also order into... Well, I do not have the money, but, Tom over there gave them their body back. They are lacking in shirt.
Alright,
Just
I
need
can get the
something.
measurements.
Just need something basic, I guess. Cover them so they feel comfortable. But
Okay, I have basic shirts already. ready.
okay. This is him. This is Tom now.
Oh my.
Hello, Mani. It's nice to meet you on two legs.
Would do again?
It's nice to meet you too. I didn't know that you were such a handsome person. Alright, come here.
Oh.
I will hold the book for you while you do this.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
It's hard to. Oh, is that a sheet on you? It's hard to show it on the model, but she's using like both of her sets of arms. Like these are looking at your arms.
Oh, I guess
her
it
other
was a
sets of
person.
arms are going at your waist.
You are quite good at the multitasking.
It helps with tailoring quite a bit.
It is probably the helpfulness to have that many hands.
Behind Manny.
Yeah, so he's gonna be busy.
Hello.
I can see.
Do some patrols.
Oh, something else?
Yes.
Just measuring.
I'm getting them measured so they can get a shirt. They did not have one when they came back to normal.
Well, then again, I'm glad I had pants. I was living as a dog for 5 months. I really didn't have anything but this scarf.
Yes, I am glad that you had that form, yes. Anyways, here's your book back.
You find some by yourself.
I told you, not bread.
Oh, you.
I think I'm probably gonna get going. Nice to meet you.
I am Tom, or Thomas. I was the little thing you were trying to eat for the past few days.
Ate many
Alright.
things. Which were you?
Who's paying for this?
I have no money on me at the time, but I can work it off, hopefully.
How much is it?
Don't work at farm.
It's only just 7 silver. It's a basic little shirt.
Don't say words. You were a dog for God knows how long. All right, then you don't have clothes on. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
still-
Not bread.
I am still of needing to find way to work, get coins for self.
Get into that whenever you
Have
want
an
to.
idea.
I'll get to you in a bit. There's something I need to do really quick.
Thomas, I don't think I caught your name.
Nice to meet you, Thomas. My name is Vincent. I'm new artificer in town.
An artificer. I'd much like to learn from you. I'm a scholar of sorts. I study magic, though I haven't been able to cast it before, but I've taken up reading so many books of it. Artificing is definitely one. The ability to infuse into items always interests me. It's kind of like curses, but for items instead. Sorry, I ramble.
Except you're
No,
hopefully
no.
not trying to curse the object.
No, very, very much not. Mind you, though, it is a part of artificing to understand the fact of cursed objects and the such, but you should not strive for it. It's a bit more of a, well, cursed art.
Yes, I
yes,
strive to undo it, not to do it, so...
Yes. By the way, the people who are working with the egg, they've kind of either been away or doing something else, and I've been working, and the song is just very loud today. Do you have any way to just lessen it?
I do not know where they are. I have possible solution is temporary, however, will warn may come with possible side effects as I am seeing for the other one. If you would probably...
Yes, I'd like to avoid that one.
Well then, as far as that, I am not sure if it is without strings attached, but it was kind of a act of necessity for the other one, so they were very...
It's perfectly fine. I can manage. Just...
If it becomes...
I can manage. Just...
If it gets to a point that you are not able to sleep and you are like becoming sleep deprived and incoherent and crazy, it might become something that is more of necessity, because on press side, the one who was treated, they actually got good sleep. I just had to watch over them because they came to visit me in the middle of the night and does not seem to remember doing so, so I think they have a slept walk or they are that tired.
You shouldn't have to worry. I have very much learned that if I can have someone else make certain noises throughout the night, I can find myself sleeping just fine. So do not worry. I can find a way to keep my mind busy and off the music.
But otherwise, I would say, potentially for sake of keep tracking things, talk to Blake if you know them. See because they have idea what they are planning on wanting to do next with everything. You may want to be aware of what that is, but also if you need temporary relief.
I'm going to get him a shirt.
Yes, he is.
Actually, I folded right here.
Already being done.
Can I help you? Is it just people who just
Well, I
walk?
saw a
First, I'd be
shirtless
eaten, and
man
then I
in the
could.
middle of the streets.
That's because
I was a little curious.
their form returned to them, and they were lacking in a shirt.
I think I'm good. I'll go
I
put
see,
that
I
shirt
see.
on now.
Okay,
I will.
go-
Thank you again, and thank you.
Yes, put the shirt on, Tom. It is your shirt now. That was
nice time.
That was the one who was the dog with the little bandana.
And which one am I speaking to currently? I would be Reyes. Or Reyes. Sorry, my accent. Oh, it's fine. Hello, Reyes. Pleasure to speak to you.
Thank you much for your help, nonetheless.
I'm sorry, it's not
I'm going to walk a
more,
little bit.
directly helpful. It seems that is
Is there something
until
in
more is known, is
I'm
only
just
temporary
curious,
by
you take over during the night
replacing
or when you
urge
want?
with something else temporarily.
during the night. It is a part of our deal.
You
I
are
can take over
perfectly
during the day.
fine. Just having that there is nice, just in case if things get too bad. Then I might come to you.
Okay.
see,
Not
I
that I
see.
would not mind company out there. It was nice to have company in the night. I was
I
very
did hear
lonely.
about some lichen attack on a tent. I wanted to see if I could find a scent.
On a tent?
Apparently.
No, I won't make that. If there's a way to safely give you some company without any kind of dangers or whatnot, I'd love to give you company sometime.
Understandable. But yes. Enjoy the rest of your night.
I do believe I know. It was a...
Do my best. Yes, may I help you?
Oh, you done working already?
What is with the what is with your
I don't know.
guards?
Some of you are workaholics.
Hello, Jasmine.
I was working. I get someone coming over.
Elisande, as you look upon Jasmine, you're gonna notice that she is slightly shaky. Her neck has been loosely bandaged, and she looks still in like almost borderline shock.
Rotations during the night watch. That's why I asked.
No, you're
Jasmine?
fine. I'll be back to working in a little bit, but I just wanted to breathe a little bit, get some air.
What happened to you?
Get back to the forge. I'm not gonna crack a whip.
No, you're fine. I'm just stating. Yes, I'm probably going to go back and work a little bit later, but for now, it's just taking a break. Alright. Going to walk a little bit. Someone needed me for something, but then they ran off, so I'm going to be going around and...
I won't involved in the situation. The only thing I'm really good at is finding
Does this have to do with what was going on in the alchemist shop?
Finding them myself. But thank you very much.
Alright. Don't know if that's a wolf is still around. The last time we saw
I
him was
see.
around the Vale.
Yeah. Yeah.
I tried to make myself as apparent as possible.
How long have you been in Leefside?
It was an accident. It just
Accidents can still
didn't expect that.
Accidents can still leave scarring upon the heart. It is not something to be ashamed of for feeling
As we have seen for this less
shaken.
than a week, there's been nothing but trouble.
The day before I arrived, the day the ship exploded in the harbor. The next day I showed up and I'm a sailor, so anything I felt.
Is there any way I can help you?
This is true.
Feel a bit better.
It's just...
I don't know.
I don't know how to deal with that. I'm so used to
I know way
making sure
helps
there are no
me
birds
feel
around,
better, but
separating
is something not sure would
moderately safe.
feel
Not
better
stressing
for
every
you,
day.
so
Just don't think I can
Not sure what should suggest.
Well, that's up to you.
I don't know.
Leefside has
Don't
some
know how
nice
to deal
people.
with
It's a matter of
emotions.
going to
Take the
going
kindness where you
to
can,
home and
unfortunately,
just
the town
being
formed around the
comforted
guild,
by
which,
mists,
has a tendency to attract trouble, so it's just
I don't think is what you want.
Probably not for the best.
I have no news, but I'm hoping we'll at least be giving you comfort.
Oh, there's new armor. I really talked a decent amount
It
about
is
it.
nice,
Yeah.
so it is at least thing of comfort.
right. But could I get your name one more time?
Hatter.
You can have.
Hatter?
It is nice. It is fun,
HADDERN.
nice to hold.
Gwyn, if you don't have
I remember.
Sorry.
It is a very sweet scent. A very strange-looking flower, but
No, I haven't seen it.
nothing else to it.
Sure you
If for whatever reason you decide, though, and end up,
Looks like
if there is nectar in the flower,
scratching
for whatever
around
reason, if you
the
decide to
ducts.
drink it,
I think none of them
there
were
will be a
hurt or
very
anything, but it's like
soft
scratching
but
around.
euphoric feeling that's as intense as you want it to be.
No.
Go and look around for a bit and see if
Previous
see what you
incarnation, it
can
was
find.
I suppose you know where she
Not
lives.
You're gonna see her relax visibly as she breathes it in.
Have a check the graveyard.
reforged and
The what? Can you repeat?
Do not have much else can offer, but is at least
Okay, well, I have.
when wanting people feel better, can offer them something that is of comfort, so figured give flower.
Seems like we're starting to an alarm.
It smells wonderful.
I don't know why when was it. Yeah, I'll know.
I am
Why
happy
what's up,
that
things
is.
like that.
I hope
Especially
is
when-
of helping,
I
at
may
least
not
a little
recently,
bit.
but whatever.
He's something of comfort, so if he's giving comfort, then did good thing. I think. Yes.
I don't know why it was up.
whispering.
Anyway.
Would you take this room real quick?
If you
Thank
punch me
you.
right now when I'm about to go do something important, I'm going to punch you in the face.
We're in the middle of something.
There you go.
Okay, if you're in the
I
middle of
hope
something,
you are
then I will
feeling
not
at least a bit
shrink
better.
you down to half your height.
She doesn't punch you, but she pushes
Yeah.
your face back. Okay, yes, I figured.
Okay, fine.
Please not try to commit something that I'd rather not have to deal with.
What?
Listen, I'm not that temperamental.
Oh dear.
Not too fast, Ayla.
Oh goodness.
Can't believe it. You're just not considering an old man.
Where did he go off to? Did he ever come back? Oh, bien no.
No, I left the actual medical.
I don't know what is inside. I don't know if I was inside. I don't know if I was seeing what was inside, or if I was seeing the memories of someone who's inside. I know.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Hello again. Right, that was the one I was supposed to want to talk to. Darn it. But they looked like they were in a hurry. So it was a bit of a...
I would encourage you to do something. You're gonna
I shall have to see about that book that Thomas mentioned. For all I know, it could include information about how to help out the cheap. For now, maybe we'll at least start with small search for things we can bring back for the others.
I remember everything. What have I become?
Bloody beautiful singing.
Figure it out.
Oh.
Excuse me.
There's a creature from the Vale that attacked the tent.
Is that so? Is everybody here alright?
Oh yeah, it's just a tent.
Okay.
Hello.
There appear to
I'm
have
sorry,
been
when
an
you say
attack.
something attacked your tent?
No. My tent. I got attacked.
Did you ever hear that talk about the attack? That was much earlier. Thankfully, everything survived.
Yeah, I was busy with the contraband that we found. Oh, there he goes.
What the?
That was Raz.
Wasn't his contraband, was it? He's about to be mad.
But
no, I don't think so. I don't think Raz would have.
Sounds like you are at least
all
okay
the things that we
yourself.
found.
Yes.
I don't know. Raz is too nice. I could absolutely see him smuggling some hard drugs.
Oh, so you're gonna be worried about what I think of you, but no, you're gonna accuse the poor little goblin.
I suppose that happened after everyone woke up then, though, says I don't recall anything passing by any of us.
He's gonna just help you up.
During the night,
I'm not sure.
Or it came from another.
I wasn't here, so.
Succeeded this time, at least. One step closer to getting somewhere with
I'm gonna ask Bing if he has
I'm
stuff
not
for a
as
tent.
long as it works for what you're doing.
No, I was also gonna ask him or something. I'll be back. I might go back there. We'll see. Depends.
Okay. Well, if you are, I'm going to be just a little bit a ways in there. You're free to wake me if you wish. I can show you somewhere a bit more comfortable than just right by the trees. If you are going to spend a night with... If you're going to spend any time...
Show me now.
Alright. Come with me. That will be where I
I wanna
am.
ask him Morris if he would be okay if I sleep in the Vale every night.
Alright. But yes, the area is actually not too much further. It's just a bit up and a bit more secluded. I'm still working on making it a bit more comfortable up here, but the I have arranged at least some of the stuff here to provide as a bit of a shelter in here as of late. Throughout here, like, you'll see stuff, but like some of the plants have been kind of like arranged a bit more, kind of like a various cushioning, but it's also kind of like stuff set up in such a way that it has a bit of a vantage point without being seen. I've been kind of trying to arrange things a bit to make a bit more comfort. Setting up some stuff in here, you can't really see it from the outside, but it also gets you a good vantage point of the things out there, so if you are coming to look for me, I will be up here on this ridge overlooking the area. Feel free to wake me up.
Do you think, having a tent there be okay? A little one, just for me.
I see no reason why not. If not right there, if you need something a bit more soft surface, you can try to help arrange stuff right here. But I would be more than happy to help with getting something like that if it would make you more comfortable for whenever you wish to visit.
I'll go ask Amaris.
Alright. But I will be going a bit, I will be retiring, so if there is anything of importance, feel free to poke if it is super urgent within the next hour or two. You can really wake me up. If something super big comes up, feel free to DM me and I can jump back and I'm going to go to another map.
Yeah.
Alright, but yes, I will be right up here.
Thanks.
If that is the case, then I look forward to seeing you later.
Me too.